with their work, but it's sort of like patience, like take a breath. Doesn't all have to be done today. We can sort of start to look at it and start to work out what's the best plan moving forward. It doesn't all have to be sorted out this week or even this month. It's time to sort of slow down and just let things unfold, and then eventually you'll see the right direction that you need to be moving. Now, we also have Venus, the planet of love and affection, is sitting in Aries. So for anybody that's looking for love, doesn't matter what your star sign is, make sure you go to somewhere that, if you're going to branch out and look and take up something new, you're going to take up a new hobby or whatever, make sure it's something that really makes your heart sing. It's a time to sort of get out there and look at, maybe possibly meeting somebody that has the same passion or the same interest in the things that you do as they like to do themselves. There's no point in going and taking up archery if you don't like it, because, that's predominantly where men go to. If you don't have an interest in archery, please don't go. Join something that makes your heart sing. Like, not always do we have to stick to traditional sort of places or venues to try and meet somebody of the opposite sex. Mix it up a little bit. Do something different. Do something that maybe you've never had the time to do before or the money to do before, and now's your turn that you've got, everything's right, and you can go ahead and branch out and take up some new interest or some new hobby, and that might be where you're going to meet the love of your life. So we still have Taurus in the final stages of Uranus being in the final stages of Taurus. Things are going to sort of start to ramp up with that as Uranus gets very close now to moving into Gemini. So be aware if you're an earth sign. There could be some massive changes coming still, things that are going to happen out of nowhere, things that you thought that had been resolved or sorted, and all of a sudden they're back again for one last look. So please be aware of that. It doesn't necessarily have to be negative. It just means it's clearing things out of your life that are no longer useful to you, or as the planet sees it, no longer necessary in your life. You might still be hanging on to them because it's habit. It's what I've always known. It's what I feel comfortable with. But sometimes we need to be shaken at our foundation to move us along in the right direction. So I'm talking about the earth signs here, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and the opposite sign of Scorpio. Finally, I just want to say Jupiter is finally sort of stationary, ready to go direct again. Jupiter's been sitting in Cancer for some time. It's been really disrupting the water signs there a fair bit. They've been feeling very uncomfortable, 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, not feeling like that they've been able to make any sort of traction. That will start to sort of slowly wind up now that they will start to feel as if they're making traction, they're making some good decisions. Opportunities will expand and change around them. Some of them may be looking for new jobs, some may be making some changes in their life or their home, but whatever the expansions are or the changes are, just make sure that they feel right to you. They're a sign that really needs to feel it in the pit of their stomach that this is exactly right. And a lot of astrologers write that, Cancers either walk sideways to go forwards. I don't know that I necessarily agree with that. I think they're cautious by nature, and that's a good thing. But I think they also are ready to move and explore new territories when the time's right too. They can be one of the fastest moving signs of all once they make their mind up. And people say, where the hell did they come from? But they've been thinking about it for a long time. They just didn't share it with anybody. And when they're ready to act, they do, and they do it in a dynamic, positive, strong way. So don't ever underestimate a Cancer. So, that's where we're going to leave the astrology report for this week. We're going to talk with Marcel in Winnipeg in Manabito in Canada. Are you there, Marcel?
Yes, I am. Hi, Amanda.
Hi, Marcel. Do you have a question I can answer for you, sweetie?
I have a few. Wondering if I'm going to get any answers anytime soon.
To a specific area of your life or just life in general, Marcel?
Well, I've had quite the last couple of years, and nobody's given me any answers to my situation of if I'm ever going to get justice for what was done to me.
That's a really, really interesting question, because as you were sort of explaining to me what you wanted, the question was, I was going to say to you, yes, I do feel that there's going to be some progress. Do I think that you're going to get all the answers that are owed to you. I doubt that very much. It's like every time somebody goes to open their mouth, it's like somebody comes along with a roll of gaffer tape and sticky tapes their mouth back up so that they can't talk. It's like something that people have been suppressed. They've never been able to really be open or honest with you or give you all of the information that was required. Now, it's interesting because from a spirit point of view, they're sort of saying to me, it's time now to just accept what happens. Like if you don't get a full result, then yeah, and that's what you have to do, and then sort of try and move on from that. Because if you don't do that, I think you're going to limit yourself to what can sort of come in. And the universe is ready to sort of start bestowing some wonderful opportunities on you, Marcel. But while you're sort of still not so much stuck in the past, but still focusing on that and wondering whether or not there could have been something you could have done differently to get a different result, or do I still need to work on it in some way, you're actually holding yourself up. You're holding your life up from unfolding, and I don't want to see that happen. I want to see you progress and move forward, because you are a very progressive person. And look, I'm not trying to take away that how you feel about this situation, and I agree with you. You've never really been given justice in this situation, and I don't even think all the answers either. But it's one of those situations where we've got to accept that maybe we're not going to get all the answers and just move forward, rather than being stuck in that sort of era. We need to be able to open things up, because there's lots of changes coming towards you, and the sooner we can get your head around that okay, that's part of the past, I can't change it. Yes, I would have liked a different outcome, but this is what it is, let's go forward. Then I think you'll start to see things will start to unravel and move very quickly towards you in a more positive way. One thing that they were showing me, Marcel, have you been thinking about either making changes to where you're living or moving home? Because they seem to be sort of showing me these question marks around where you're living. And I kept pressing them for what were they trying to share with me, and they wouldn't give me anything else other than there was a question mark there around where you're living.
Yes, I have been considering leaving here.
Mm-hmm. No, that's probably why the question mark.
I've been wanting to move away.
Right. Well, I do actually think you're going to get your wish with that. I wish I could say it was sooner rather than later, but I'm sort of being shown on a timeline. Any time from August is where things start to sort of really unfold and open up, where you can start to put a decisive plan of attack about making a move away from there. Are you going to go a little bit further northeast from where you are?
Actually, I was looking at moving west.
Right, okay. Because sometimes when they show me a map, they show it to me from here in Australia, and they forget to tell me that, no, hang on a minute, you're looking at it the wrong way, you're looking at it upside down. But to me, it wasn't staying in the same area. I thought they were showing me that you were going northeast, but, obviously if you want to go west, that's where you're going. But it was sort of like, to me, it's wherever you were looking at is the right place to be going. It's sort of like you've given this enough thought. It's time now to stop thinking about it. Just wait for the openings to unfold and then grab it with both hands and run.
Yes, like I have moved on. Like in my life, I am happy for once. I'm living in peace. I understand that I probably will never get the answers I want, and I'm okay with all that. Mm-hmm. I would like to start living again, though.
Yeah, you will. From today onwards, slowly but surely, you're going to start to expand and open yourself up, that you won't realise that life has started to become bigger again. It's just not going to be I walk through a doorway and all of a sudden I've got a new life. It's a progress. It's something that's going to evolve, and you're not really going to even be aware of it until you look back and say, wow, look how far I've come in the last few months. And that's good. Look, I don't think that, when I say you're not going to get the answers, you're probably never going to get confirmation in black and white on paper, but in your soul what the answers are, and that's the answer. Yeah. Don't question it. What you know is what you know, even if you can't prove it. And then that way you can come more to terms with peace with that and let it alone. And that's what I feel that the universe or your spirit guides are asking you to do, is accept what you know and move forward. when you make the move, they're showing me as if the whole world is going to open up. Like there's flowers and there's hearts and there's happiness and there's singing and there's dancing, and it's sort of like everything that you've been suppressed from is going to come towards you. Maybe not in the first week, but over time, it's a whole brand new beginning. So I hope that's helped you, Marcel.
Yes, it has a lot, because I've been waiting for this for so long, and I know it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen.
Yeah, we'll just keep working towards it, sweetie. That's where I'm going to have to leave it, because I only have a short time to spend with everybody. But I wish you well, and I know you're on the right path. Just keep believing in what you know. So we're going to talk with Mary now in Oslo, in Michigan, in the USA. Are you there, Mary?
I am, yes.
How can I help you today, sweetie? Do you have a question I can answer for you?
I really I would like to be pleasantly surprised. I have a lot of people on the other side. So, I mean, I guess wherever the energy takes you. I don't have any specific questions. So
okay, but you normally, when people phone into the show, there's something that they want to know. You know, like we all have a lot of people on the other side, and with such a short window of time, they don't necessarily all chime in at the same time. You know, like, or even come through. It's easier for me to connect for you if you've got a question answered.
Okay, well, I can think of a couple things.
You know,
one would be like
general, you know, it might be.
I've had a long health. Bad health year, and I'm just kind of coming out of it. And it also ties in with work. I've had a lot of leave time, and so I am having some opportunities come my way starting this week that I'm not going to be returning where I was. And so I really don't know. Everything's up in the air right now. So anything that you might be able to tell me regarding the health issues and the work.
All right. Okay. Health issues is one of those grey areas, because different countries and different states have different rules. So I always work on the score that I don't talk about health because I'm not a doctor, but I can look at it from an energetic point of view as a psychic. And to me, whatever you're doing is right. It's like, stay on the same path. Yes, there may have been some things that you started off doing and you've decided that they no longer suit you or no longer giving you the results that you need, and you've chopped those out of the equation, and that's good. It's saying, what they're saying to me is to follow what feels right to you. Even if, you know, a medical practitioner says, I want you to go on X, Y, Z, and if it doesn't feel right to you, then question that. Ask more questions until you feel comfortable that that's right for you. Not always does everybody get everything right. You know, sometimes it's got to be about, we've got to speak up a little bit more about, well, hang on a minute, my body didn't respond to that very well. Is this normal? If so, I'm not prepared to go down that path because I don't like feeling like that. You know, what's the alternatives? But I think overall, I think you're well and truly on the road to recovery with that. As far as the work situation's concerned, I keep feeling as if there's a change there. And I'm not necessarily saying a change of company, but certainly a change of duties or where you've been stationed or where you've been working in the past. And this to me is, yes, it's partly to do with everything that you've been through with your health and everything, but I'm also going to say I feel that this would have been happening anyway. It's not always just lumped in with that. It's sort of like it's maybe brought it forward a little bit more, but the next role or the next area of work that they're placing you in, even though you don't feel that comfortable with it or that drawn to it to begin with, and you sort of think, well, I didn't really want that, go in with an open mind, give it a fair shot, because I think you're actually going to find this actually suits you better. In the time that you've had these health issues and had time away from work and things like that, you have evolved and you have grown and you have changed in yourself. So this new role will actually fit you better than what your old role would have done. Your old role, to me, wasn't necessarily conducive or good for your health. It seemed to be taking a lot of energy away from you, as if somebody was siphoning the energy out of you daily, and it wasn't leaving you with much for you. So it's time that that sort of finished. Are you sort of looking at maybe in the next 2 years taking on some extra study that's work related that could take you in another direction again?
Well, not so much in the next 2 years. I think it's like been happening recently. And it could be continuing. I guess it just depends on what I do, what I select to, decide to do.
Mm-hmm.
One thing is I can work from home. I have an opportunity to work from home, or I have this opportunity to work outside of the home. So I'm kind of conflicted.
No, I'd be more inclined to try and work from home if you can. Yeah, a mixture of both would be good, but I'd like to see the balance more in work from home, where you can get up, you can stretch your legs, you can get a coffee, you can go to the bathroom. You know what I mean? You don't have to answer to anybody as long as the work's done. You can juggle your day around to best suit you, and I think that will best help with your health situation to get you where you need to be. But I was seeing up to the next 2 years, there seem to be continual opportunities there for more study that's connected with the work. That's why I said 2 years, in the next 2 years, because it's like where you start now isn't necessarily where you're going to be in 2 years' time. I think there's a few more twists and turns there, but they're good. They're within your control. Like it's your decision to either say yes or no to something that's presented to you. It's not going to mean that you lose your job. It just means, would you like to go this direction or that direction? What's your choice? And I feel really comfortable with that, because you've evolved a lot as a person, and it's now we need to have things that are happening in your life that reflect you and who you are, and to be able to sort of be, more in control of the type of work that you're doing that better suits you as a person. And if that means that you can work, say, 80% of the time from home remotely, that's great, and go into the physical building one day a week or one day a fortnight, that's great, because it's not draining so much of your energy. And it's not that people are deliberately doing it. I think it's just you're in a phase where you're so open to new ideas and new opportunities that people are sort of coming in and sort of like stealing your energy, and we don't need that at the moment. We need to sort of keep it for you.
I agree.
Yeah, and that's why I think working remotely is good. Yeah, and look, you're on the right path. Don't let anybody tell you you're not. You're very in tune. You're very in tune with what you need. And, you're going to find now that it's going to become more automatic. Somebody says something and you'll think to yourself, no, I'm not doing that. And you won't even give them an excuse or a reason why. The answer is just no, or a definite yes. It's sort of like everything's becoming very automatic, very definite. Exactly, without thinking about something, that this is the right path for me. And that's a good place to be. Most people never achieve that. They try and work with their own inner psychic ability, for whatever label you want to put on it, but most people can't achieve it because they get that automatic response and think, oh no, maybe that's not right, maybe I better look at it this way or that way, and they talk themselves out of it. Anyway, sweetie, that's where we've got to leave it, Mary. We've come to the end of the show. I hope that that's been of help to you.
Okay.
So it's been wonderful, sweetie. It's been an interesting week here in Australia. I mean, each week at the end of the show, I leave you with a song. And this week I want to share with something very, very special with you that happened on Friday the 13th here in Australia. And it hasn't been done here before, and it's something that is a world record was set. And it was a group of people that got together in a venue in Melbourne, and it was, general public and the band members and whatever. And they staged a world record attempt by the biggest sing-along to a song for their favourite pop idol, and it was We Are the Voice, and it was 4,370 people sang to You're the Voice, which is a John Farnham song, which I quite often talk about here on the show, which is this year has been our unofficial national anthem in Australia for 40 years and later in the year. So it's 40 years ago this song was released, and it's starting to get traction around the world. I see this song popping up within Germany, and different choirs are starting to sing this song because the words in this song are so inspirational. And it was really a pleasure to sort of see that, they've honoured John in this way, and they raised money for cancer research for face and throat cancer, which John's been through in the last couple of years. But to see his fans and his band members come out and attempt to set this world record, which they did for You're the Voice, I thought was a very, very fitting thing to happen. And I thought it was very fitting that it fitted in with my 9th year anniversary here on the show, that he is one of my ultimate favourite singers. And it's one of the songs that I quite often go back to if I need a shot of positivity. I turn to this song. So I'm going to leave you with the video clip on YouTube. It'll be on my Facebook page of the world record that was set on Friday the 13th here in Australia. So John Farnham and You're the Voice, and the amazing group of people that came along to the sing-along. Bye for now.
Every generation has a voice that cuts through the noise, a truth teller who reminds us what we've forgotten. Christina Elliott isn't just another psychic. She's the woman redefining awakening itself. Through her show, Instinct Reclaimed, Sanctuary Sessions, broadcasting live Thursdays at 5:30 Pacific, 6:30 Mountain, 7:30 Central, and 8:30 U.S. Eastern Time on A1R Psychic Radio and Moonstruck TV. She takes you beyond prediction into transformation. This is where illusion ends, where instinct rises, and where your soul remembers its unique power. Visit ChristinaElliott.org. Because you weren't born to survive the story, you were born to rewrite it.
To A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, Enlightening Television. Welcome. Time for an offering of light with Robin Chaney. Live from RobinChaney.com. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv. This is an offering of light on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hi, good evening, everybody. Welcome to A1R Psychic Radio Thursday nights. I am your first host of the evening. My name is Robin, and I am a healer, and I am here hopefully to help you move forward on your journey. Please disregard the boxes and all the stuff in the back. I am packing to move. Yes, it's a long, arduous process, but eventually I will make it through. I really have faith this will happen. Anyway, welcome again. I am Robin. If you happen to like what I do, please feel free to go to my website. It's robinchaney.com, and you'll see what other offerings I offer for you to heal. All right, so let's go ahead and get comfortable. Whatever that looks like for you, except people that are driving or operating equipment, please keep doing what you need to do for safety, okay? You can accept this healing and this light later, okay? So just put it on pause and get it when you get home into a safe place. Okay. All right, if everybody is nice and comfortable, we'll go ahead and begin. And let's just start with a deep breath in, right? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in. And release. Nice. All right, let's do that one more time on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in. And release. Oh, I feel like I want to stretch. Is that typical? Do I do that every time, every week on y'all? I just feel like I need to stretch some. So I hope everybody has some energy moving through. Nice flow going. Oh my goodness. Okay, so all of this stuff is like coming at me. I'm trying to decipher where to start first. I think I'm just going to start. There's just a lot of information coming through tonight. So I'm excited about that, but a lot of it. So let me just start by running light with everybody and we'll see where I am drawn. There is somebody here who is a female, but is very much not in the feminine energy, and I think it will serve her very well to have some healing tonight regarding just being feminine, being proud of being a woman, really embodying the strength of being a woman, because we really are very strong, right? Emotionally, spiritually, mentally, we have the capability of being very, very strong and steadfast. But also, we have that beautiful flow, right? We have the flow, the divine flow. We allow life to proliferate here on earth, to continue. What a spiritual experience that can be, right? All right, so I think we really want to get this person, in touch with the divine feminine. So I'm going to call in, and I don't do this very much on this show, but we're going to call in the divine feminine. All right. And we're just going to let her do what she does the best. She knows way more than me, right? So I'm just going to let her go. You may feel very sensual. I do when she's around. It's like, oof. I just get in the flow, right? I feel good. I feel strong. I feel very tied to my feminine, which is wonderful. And if there are any men here, it's okay to accept her too, right? And it'll help you understand the feminine energy and help that feminine energy thrive. Because if you're a man, you get to hold us, right? You get to hold our beautiful feminine energy. And if you hold it here, nice and steady, we are just going to dazzle you, right? And if you give us a little spin, right, you're just going to make us effervescent, right? So sorry about my shirt, y'all. I'm trying to tuck it in so you can't see my undergarments. One of my practitioners that I studied, where I healed with for a long time, her name is Eileen Crispell. I highly recommend her. I think everybody needs Eileen in their back pocket. She explained to me one time that the masculine is like this beautiful chalice, and we are like the beautiful fine wine. The feminine is like that beautiful fine wine inside that chalice. The man is steady, right? Gives us a little oomph, so we're just effervescent, right? And when you do this with your wine glass, right? When you're testing the wine and you just do this and take a big whiff, and all that aroma is just it's just overwhelming sometimes, that beautiful energy that it gives off in the aroma. Like, that's us. That's a feminine can do that for the man. The man has to hold us steady, right? If they do this, we spill over, right? This is not good for us. But if they hold us and just give us a little motivation every now and then, like, oh man, how can we just shine, right? We literally shine. We're effervescent. We walk through life differently with that feeling, that support, and that steadiness. And for the males that are on here, know that. Give us that safe place, right? Provide that safe place for us so that we can be the best we can be. And when we're the best we can be, all we do is lift you up. That's all we want to do, is lift you up and be proud of you, and for you to be proud of yourself. What a beautiful combination that is, right? All right. So, divine feminine. I'm feeling her, and I'm having trouble with this shirt. I'm so sorry. Let me just tuck this in. I was trying to be a little coy, but yeah, I should never try to do that because it just doesn't work for me. Okay, now I think I'm good. Okay. So I'm also helping with this the femininity, this beautiful energy. Nice. All right. So she is the person here. There's actually several women here accepting this beautiful energy because really in being in touch with it, that just makes us we just feel good when we're in our feminine, right? We get to be soft. We don't have to be doing, right? We don't have to, like just being going and going and being on. We can just relax and be, right? What a great place to be and have that safety, that support to be there and feel safe in that state is incredible. All right, so while the divine feminine is working her way through the attendees here, and some of the ones that are going to watch afterwards, yeah, she's going to work on y'all too. She will come back, which is beautiful. And let me move on. Here we go. All right, somebody's in their head. Okay. The thoughts are like overwhelming. It kind of goes on and off though. It's like on and off. It's like you get overwhelmed with these thoughts and then I think you try to numb out. I think you try to numb it out. All right, so we might have some either addiction here or verge of addiction because you're trying to numb out this everything that is going through your head. It's like you can't relax, you're unable to relax. All right. So a lot of this comes from just like heavy metals in the brain, comes from a lot of thought patterns that aren't going the most healthy way. So what I want to do, I want to try to stop these thoughts for you. Actually, we have several people here. I think we have several people right now having this. So here's something that I do now, and I didn't know I could do this. Well, like when I was really sick, I had severe cerebral dysfunction, and my doctor actually told me I had, like, if I didn't have dementia, I was on the edge of it. So, or on the cusp. He said I was on the cusp of it if I didn't have dementia. That's terrifying. I was like 30, late 30s, early 40s when that happened. So it was terrifying. But so I couldn't do this then, but now I can. So when you get those thoughts that are coming in and you recognize, oh my gosh, this is a pattern, just say, if this is not mine, remove it, right? Say, please remove it. If this is not mine, please remove it. Or if this is not of the light, please remove it. This is not of God. However you express or, whatever you call the benevolence, right? That created us, source, creator, universe. Please just say, if it's not of the universe or not of the light, not my highest and greatest good, please remove it. Right now, that stops those thoughts for me. So if you're not too severe, you can literally stop those thoughts when you get into that negative spiral, that perpetual loop of just negativity that just keeps going down and down and down. So you can really say that. And it will stop. Well, it works for me, and I know it works for other people that I work with. So hopefully it'll work for you too. But there are also other things that can contribute that. Okay, so I'm going to try to get rid of some of those. And this is, I don't know if I have time. I only have a couple more minutes left, and this usually takes a little more. You know what, let me go ahead. I don't have time to do that, so I'm really sorry. So let me just go ahead and teach you a couple other things while I'm here. All right, so I call this, I think I've talked about this before, the sensitivity dial. So just think of a volume dial on Gen X. So in our cars growing up, we actually had dials. We didn't have push buttons to like work on the video. And I mean, to work on the volume. So you can say, turn my sensitivity all the way up. Ooh, right? How does that feel? And then say, please turn my sensitivity all the way down. Ooh. Like, how does that feel, right? And just play with that. Go 50%, go 80%, go 20%. So you can walk around, and when you're getting too much information from other people, just turn that dial down. Turn the volume of your sensitivity down, okay? And here's another thing that I do. I just call this the energy switch or the energy dial. And it's like I switch it to my energy only. Right? I only want to feel my energy. How does that feel? Am I only in my energy, or am I somebody else's energy, right? And then I might switch it to the divine, right? What does the divine feel like? And I get to tap into that. And as I tap into that energy, I elevate each time. So I feel more each time. I can bring more in each time. So you don't just go into that energy, right? You work your way in. You gradually build up to being able to elevate higher. So you can use that dial, right? Sometimes I will go, okay, what does my partner feel like? If I can't differentiate between me and my partner, because I'm empathic and it's really hard sometimes for me to say, okay, I know it's not mine, but whose is it, kind of thing? Or is this mine? Because sometimes I can't tell. I'll say, okay, go to me, go to my partner, go back to me, and then I can kind of distinguish between what's mine and what is the other person's, right? That feels really good. And you can play with both dials at the same time if you're interested in that. And it feels really cool, right? It feels really cool. You can also do like tune into your kids, right? Tune into your kiddos. So now you know what you're carrying that's theirs, all right? And this is so funny because several of my clients, I've had to go through this with the last couple of weeks, just teach them these things. And here's another thing that I teach them. Oh, we have 60 seconds, is to just send all the energy that is not mine. I send it back to its rightful owner, right? Just send it back and feel how that feels, right? And then call all of your energy back, but filter it through light before it comes back. Okay. Just you can kind of, if you want to imagine a waterfall, that is light, right? It's a waterfall made of light, and just bring all your energy, filter it through that waterfall, and then bring it back. Whew, that feels good, right? That feels so grounding. And to have everybody else's energy gone, and then play with those sensitivity knobs, see what the difference is there. Like, how fun is that? I have 30 seconds, everybody. Okay, so I'm just going to do a little bit of light because we have probably 25 seconds left. So thank you, everybody, for joining me tonight. Again, my website is robinchaney.com if you're interested in a private session or a group session. I have a whole bunch of different tiers of things so everybody can get the healing that they need, okay? Because that's what's most important.
Listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV and Lightning Television. Welcome. Time for Insights with Solaris with Jennifer. Live from Solaris.1. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv. This is Insights with Solaris on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Insights with Solaris, where I am your host, Jennifer, a tarot reader for over 10 years now, and I'm certified in over a dozen different modalities, from Reiki, astrology, numerology. But regardless of all of that, I always come back to say I am simply a channel of spirit, and I bring messages for those who find me. And I always start out with a message for the collective, kind of what to expect over the next couple of days. So over the next week, these are things to just consider. It is going to affect everyone a little bit different, as this is a collective reading. But what we have here is, it seems like it's going to be a little bit challenging over the next couple of days, particularly around money and your foundations and your finances. For some people, you may be wrapping up some financial decisions or preparing for upcoming decisions within your finances, your home, just overall your security, your material security, and how you're going about that. It seems like for the most part, it's just going to be a little bit frustrating over the next couple of days, but it is going to balance out. But you just have this, there's this fear of your material aspects of your life not quite working the way you want it. And it's being balanced by this challenging beginning, but it's going to come together. So try not to get so frustrated over the next couple of days. Know things as just a temporary standstill, and you're going to be moving forward. And with that, good luck. And we are going to go to our caller today. So we have Melody. Hello, Melody. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good. What can we do for you today?
Well, I'm just looking for a little direction. I guess I would say I'm in a weird phase of my life, and I don't know.
Okay, well, let's see what we can get to you. So there seems to be already, I'm getting like all different directions, but this is a wonderful time for positive change for you. Seems like you're closing out a lot of things. And so kind of when you're going to the next, it simply is like, okay, what do I do next? But at this moment, it seems like it's still closing out things that has happened from your childhood and just the past. So this could be regarding like children or memories from your childhood, all sorts of things. But there's something in your past that is asking to be closed for you to step forward and to have more clarity. Have you been thinking about the past a lot recently?
Yeah, I just lost my dad, so that's the past has definitely been on my mind. Just memories, and I'm doing therapy, just going through some things that trauma from my childhood and things like that. So, yeah, it's relevant.
Yeah, and especially continue to seek out that professional advice, because it is helping, the cards are showing it is helping balance that emotional state, and also giving logic to some of the emotions that you had trouble like identifying, especially when you're like children and we don't always have that emotional intelligence. It does take a while to really name things that has happened, good, bad, whatever it may be. But as you are moving, and I'm seeing a lot of changes coming for you, like over the next couple of weeks, particularly like 9 weeks, especially as we're going into April and we're going into more of a rainy season as well, you're going to see a lot of changes. And it is going to bring up more emotions from the past, but you have the connections to kind of help you through those emotions, and that's what's clearing out the way, because right, April showers bring May flowers, it's that sort of thing. So it's like, okay, this is a moment where you're learning to clear away that what you don't need, and then accepting things that has happened, and that's really going to help you move forward as far as that clarity comes towards you. Now, Melody, were you trying to figure out more about just in general, or were you wanting to focus more on like career, relationships, family? What were you thinking about that?
I would say career related and relationships and family. I mean, really all of the above, honestly, Jennifer.
All right. Then let's go ahead and get all the information we can for you at this time. All right. So as far as your career, you need a rest. If you have vacation time, or if you're able to take some time off, if you're in that position, this is something that would help you a lot. It's not a time for you to make any career decisions. And if you are thinking like, oh, maybe I need to move, or I have this opportunity, but I'm not sure if it's quite for me, just don't make any decisions without taking quiet time to understand what everything is going in. So this is just really telling you rest. You've lost someone very close to you and part of your life. And so just, again, take time to make any career decisions. There is some unwise choices which are being revealed to you as far as your career. Particularly, there's a lot of things going on. There seems like you're being pushed to make a decision, and rest. Be more playful as well if you're able to, especially if someone's starting to get a little bit frustrated in the workplace, or I'm seeing like two people in a workplace like fighting. So I don't know if you have any coworkers who are in a relationship, but if there's any type of drama between two people in your workplace, just let it go. Try to steer clear of it because it's not your issue right now. Spirit's not getting me anything quite clearer for that right now. So we can come back if we need to, but I'm going to step into family. And I am seeing just overall in your family unit, a lot of fears, a lot of like, okay, what next? And it seems like it is about that transformation, losing a member of the family, moving forward, actually opening up about fears, opening up about things that weren't said while your father was alive, sort of situation. Everyone is a little bit on edge, particularly within your closer family unit. So Spirit is saying, allow yourself to be kind, empathetic, and patient, especially towards yourself as you're going through the emotions of grief. And if you're in a situation where you are becoming somebody who is the emotional metronome around your family unit, that is a lot of burden and that can be a lot of stress on you. So please watch your own health, because there is a real cautionary tale here about stress in your body and you actually getting sick from holding everyone else's emotional burden. Have you felt like that recently at all?
Yeah, I've always carried a lot, when it comes to my family. But, just through therapy and, even you mentioning work, I actually just took some time off of work because it just felt like, it was the right time. My dad wasn't well. And I think, the universe and God for me having that time with him. But through that time, I have learned that I cannot carry everyone's emotions. So I am in a restful period. I am trying to work through those things, just trying to show up more for myself.
Yes. And so, like, with that, Spirit is like, hey, you are doing what is going to be the best for you long term, especially with taking that resting period and a resting time. Is there anything else that you need to know? That I know like that's just kind of explaining the current situation and saying like, hey, you're doing exactly what you need right now, but is there something else you want to know about the family and career situations?
Yes, because I'm in the process of determining if it's time for me to finally make my pivot from my corporate career to full-time real estate. I've been pondering this for a very long time, and I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's right, but I'm just not sure if I'm ready to make the leap.
Okay. Yeah, I can especially see that you are in a time of like, you have your guard up, because can be quite difficult to do any type of pivot, especially when, right, we can be in uncertain times economically, and then you've had a major life transformation followed by another one. So Spirit is saying that when we are coming into any type of pivots, now is a time to continue to wait just a little bit, because you're rebuilding your foundation. And that foundation is putting in better boundaries, not taking everyone's emotional burdens. And so you have some lessons to wrap up, which will really help you kind of develop more skills for that real estate position and going to have that pivot. But it seems like as you are learning and as you are rebuilding your foundations, you will receive quite, I would say, a very similar type of salary, it seems like, with that pivot as you have right now. That would be at the beginning. So the work and effort that you put into like getting the license and working and going into that, you will receive the payoff. But there is a lot of fears around self-employment right now and uncertainty around employment. So again, I think this is more of a resting period for you, not to make any impulsive decisions, but it is important for you to listen to your intuition on when you feel comfortable and safe to move forward. And again, at this time, you're tying up a lot of lessons, and there's going to be a lot of shifts coming forward. So it's okay to take your time. Let's see overall, when can we expect to see this pivot happen? It seems like it will happen relatively quickly after that period of introspection. And also just be aware that there is some economic burdens that are coming to a close. So be careful as far as expecting the housing market to be safe for the next couple of months, but it is changing and there is ending to that to have more of that market boom again. So again, I am not a financial advisor, but it does seem like long-term, that is a fantastic pivot for you. You just need a little bit more time to do healing and to rebuild your foundation.
Okay,
Does that make sense?
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
That's about right.
And we are running a little bit out of time, but as far as relationships, are you currently in a relationship?
No.
Okay.
No.
So there may be some new and exciting people coming your way. I'm seeing most likely younger. It could be by a couple of days to even a few years, but is going to be someone younger, has a more youthful personality. They will be very flirty, but they will also be a little bit traditional. But you'll have fun flirting for a while. You'll have really fun just to have time to go out and really surrounding yourself with good times and everything. So I'm not seeing too much of a strong, serious relationship, but you are definitely stepping back in to that type of commitment. But you're going to have fun, and as you're healing, it's just going to make you and bring you more joy.
Every generation has a voice that cuts through the noise, a truth teller who reminds us what we've forgotten. Christina Elliott isn't just another psychic. She's the woman redefining awakening itself. Through her show, Instinct Reclaimed, Sanctuary Sessions, broadcasting live Thursdays at 5:30 Pacific, 6:30 Mountain, 7:30 Central, and 8:30 U.S. Eastern Time on A1R Psychic Radio and Moonstruck TV. She takes you beyond prediction into transformation. This is where illusion ends, where instinct rises, and where your soul remembers its unique power. Visit ChristinaElliott.org. Because you weren't born to survive the story, you were born to rewrite it.
You're listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV and Lightning Television. Welcome. Time for Instinct Reclaim, Sanctuary Sessions with Christina Elliott. Live from ChristinaElliott.org. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv. This is Instinct Reclaim on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Instinct Reclaim Sanctuary Sessions. I'm so happy to be back again, and happy Thursday, everyone. We're almost to the weekend. Before we take a caller, I wanted to address a little bit of something that we need to talk about. It's called self-love. And so many of us don't have that. We've been here in America for sure. We've been raised in environments and just where they're like, don't love yourself, crap on yourself. They want you to constantly be putting other people first, which is a beautiful thought. But we want to come back to self and learn to love ourselves, because once we start loving ourselves and prioritizing ourselves and our own needs, miracles really start to take place. And that's why it's just really important for us to learn more about self-love. So I wanted to share with all of you a little sponsor of mine. It's refinedivinepsychic.com. She offers some wonderful self-empowerment classes. They help me stay on track. They help me get out of my dark night of the soul and open up to such wonderful and amazing things. So again, check out the website and look at those self-empowerment classes at refinedivinepsychic.com. Now we are ready for a caller. It looks like we have Ashley in Providence, Rhode Island. Are you there, Ashley?
Hi, I am here.
Hi, Ashley. How are you this evening?
Good, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. What can I help you with today?
So, things are tough, but everything's still working out great, and I just wanted to see if maybe it's just a general reading, or if anybody who have passed comes forward
sure.
and wants to say anything.
Okay, is there anyone in particular that you want to connect with on the other side?
Yeah, I would love if my dad would come through.
Awesome.
It's
Can I
his
get his
birthday
first
actually
name?
tomorrow.
Oh, I expect him to pop right in then. What's his name?
I hope so. Michael.
All right, one moment. Let's connect to Michael. He has a birthday cake. He has that too. He's got a birthday hat on, and he's showing me one cake, sorry. Now he's showing multiples because he's messing with me. I don't know, was he a funny guy when he was alive here on
Yeah,
Earth?
he was.
Yeah, he seems like
Yeah.
he's got a great sense of humor. He says he wants to blow out the candles with you. Do you have a birthday coming up yourself in the near future?
No, I don't, but he's been gone for, it will be 5 years next year. So he's missed a lot. He hasn't, my youngest son was born the year that he passed. So maybe that's it.
It could be.
You know,
Is there someone that you know of that has a birthday coming up? Like, I feel like it's before the end of this year.
My youngest does in December.
Okay. Yep. That explains who he's saying happy birthday to then. And he's also wanting you to know, do you have a party planned for your son? Or it doesn't have to be anything elaborate, even if it's, he's saying if you're doing candles, but he's telling me you always do candles. So when you're doing the candles and he's blowing out the candles, know that his grandfather is there kind of blowing out the candles with him. That's why he's really showing the birthday cakes. It's not so much for you, it's not so much for him in that he's celebrating himself. He's celebrating his grandson, which is a beautiful thing. Do you have any particular questions you want to ask him, or else I'll just keep going?
Yeah, just keep going. Just wanted to see if he has any insight. How does he feel about what's been happening and stuff?
Okay. Ooh, he does this. He says, it's frustrating for you, which he recognizes it's frustrating for you. He's not sharing what the details of that are. If you want that shared, you can just let him know you want that to come forward. Otherwise, he will keep it private. That's totally fine. He just really wants you to know the best thing to do for not allowing yourself or the other people involved that are close to you ruminate or overthink on the problem. That is like the worst thing we can do for ourselves when we're stressed or upset about something, is to continue constantly thinking about it, putting conclusions and expectations onto these situations. The best thing to do is just kind of receive them through meditation, through deep breath exercises. Just receive the energy of what it is and let it, as you exhale, let it flow out of you, because that will help ground you a little bit more and face the situation with more clarity. This isn't something you need to do just once. You'll want to, whenever you catch yourself being flustered is when you should do this. And it can be pertaining to the situation at hand that you mentioned, or it can be for any situation, even if you get frustrated, driving and you hit a red light or something. That's always me. I get frustrated driving.
Yeah.
But he wants you to know that there will be an end. I feel like shortly after the new year, you'll have things will have settled down, and you will either have clarity on how to approach the situation in a way that makes you feel comfortable, or else it will just kind of dissipate on its own, which the more calm we can bring to ourselves before an outcome, it allows for an outcome that is more suited to someone who's of calm nature versus someone who's always thinking in their head and trying to, how when you think about outcomes and how things are going to work out, a lot of times as humans, we go straight for the negative things. What's the worst case scenario?
Yeah.
And then we just play it out in our head over and over and over again. That's what I want you to stop. I feel like there's more people involved in this situation. More people that are, I should say more people that are kind of on your side or have your best interests at heart. He wants you to know, your father wants you to know that he feels that that's coming to an end again shortly after the first of the year, but it's your responsibility and the people around you, not just you, but the people you engage with about the situation. Ensure that you just keep it light, laugh about it if you can.
That would have been my dad all day. Absolutely, because he would always say my mom was so dramatic, and she needs to go with the flow and this and that.
Yes.
And he always used to say, easy does it, take your time. Just go with the flow, brush it off. And my mom was always like, get it done now, or this is how it needs to be done, or feel this way at a certain point. And I have my dad's personality, and so many people have said that to me, that you are your dad's daughter.
I love that.
Yes.
No, I pulled a card, and this is spirit. So let's thank spirit for this. I pulled an oracle card before the show tonight, just to see how the show is going to pan out. And here's the card I got. Of course, I've put my glasses on to read it. It is Father Healing. I don't know if you can see it. It's probably a little bit out of focus, but it says, your personal power increases as you give any father-related issues to heaven. This was for you. Your dad is saying, give those issues to him. Whatever these struggles are that you're having, give them to the heavens. Just don't allow the pressures to consume you and those who are close to you. And just whenever you catch yourself in a funk about it, just say, all right, Dad, take it away, take it off of me. Yeah. And then do some of those deep breaths and things like that. And you can feel free to reach out to me after the show. You can reach me via my website. You can send me an email. My email address is on there. It's ChristinaElliott.org. I'm happy to send you some meditations that you can work on and so forth. If we do them on air tonight, I'm concerned that we'll run out of time. But is there anything else you want to know from your father? We have a couple minutes left.
Before he goes, anything about his passing, if he remembers anything about, or because he used to say to me what happened to him, he didn't want that to happen to him, and I just wanted to see if he was okay the way he passed and how everything happened.
Did you put him in a nursing home or an assisted living facility?
He went into hospice, and that was he never wanted that. Yeah. But before 2 days, so before he passed, 2 days before he passed, my mom sold the house that we all grew up in. My father even grew up in. His father grew up in.
Okay.
So I feel like he grew up and passed away in that house. That's how I feel. Like he left 2 days after he left, he was in the hospital, and then he passed a week later.
He's
he didn't want to leave that house. He was brokenhearted.
Yeah. He's certainly not brokenhearted over it anymore. We have, he's showing me that he kind of had it planned, and we all plan, or we all choose when we decide to pass. And he's showing me that he had the moments in the home, and once it was gone, he was just ready to leave. He felt like it was closure. It's not a negative thing. He did not feel bad about it. He just felt that now's my time. Now's my time. It's closure for that piece of the family life, so to speak. We have about 30 seconds left. So I'm sorry, Ashley, I got to cut it short, but you can email me at ChristinaElliott.org. My website, my email address is on there. And I just want to thank you, Ashley, for tuning in. It was so wonderful to get to talk to you and your dad. I'm glad he popped through for us. So thank you, Michael, for showing up for us. I hope that you all have a wonderful, wonderful evening, a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and let's just enjoy cozy season being upon us. Have a good night.
Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to this week's episode of Energy, Intuition, Transformation. Now, I'm Sue Williams, the Spirit Psychic, and I'm so grateful that you are here with me today on this wonderful show. So before we begin, I want to gently acknowledge the energy that many of you may be feeling right now. Now, as we all know, there's a lot happening in the world. There's tension, uncertainty and upheaval, particularly with ongoing conflict and instability in different regions, including the Middle East, and of course the involvement of larger global powers. Even if these events are physically far from where you are, energetically they can feel very close. Sensitive souls, empaths and intuitives often pick up on the collective energy. So you may feel unsettled, distracted, or unsure about the future. You may notice your thoughts drifting, your focus wavering, or your nervous system feeling heightened. And in times like this, it becomes even more important to return to your center, to your intention, to your inner vision, to what you're here to create and contribute to everyone, to the world. Because while the world may feel uncertain, your path still matters and your energy definitely does still matter. And this week's Oracle card brings forward a powerful message of focus, courage, and alignment. And this week I was drawn to use the Archangel Michael Oracle card deck, which was made by Doreen Virtue, who is someone many of you will know. And I just felt at this time we needed the guidance and protection of Archangel Michael and his mighty sword. He's overlooking us all the time. So all we need to do is ask for his guidance and protection. And the card that I drew, you probably won't be able to see it very clearly, but the card is called Keep Your Eyes on Your Targeted Intention. And there is a prayer here at the bottom. And the prayer is, thank you, Archangel Michael, for helping me focus on my inner vision and intention. I ask for your guidance in releasing any fears or doubts, granting me the confidence and courage to take action towards realizing my dreams. Oh, and this is such a strong and supportive message, allowing us to look for peace in not only our own lives, but in the lives of everyone in the world. And of course, Archangel Michael is often associated with protection, clarity, and courage. His energy helps us cut through fear, distraction, and uncertainty so we can stay aligned with our own truth. And this beautiful card, that reminds us that even when the world around us feels chaotic, we are not meant to lose sight of our own path. We're not meant to abandon our dreams or shrink our vision for the future. Instead, we're invited to anchor more deeply into it. So let's talk about focus in a distracted world. And oh my goodness, how distracted is it at the moment? And of course, right now, it's very easy for all of us to become distracted. Well, there are the news cycles, social media, conversations about global events. And all of it can pull our attention outward, often into fear or overwhelm. And while it's important to stay informed, there's a difference between awareness and absorption. And when we absorb too much external energy, we begin to lose connection with our own inner guidance. So we lose clarity, we lose direction, and very importantly, we lose trust. So this card is a reminder to gently bring our focus back to your intention, back to what you are here to create, and back to the energy that you want to embody in your own life. Because your focus is powerful. And remember, where your attention goes, your energy flows. So, as we do every week, why don't we have a brief meditation? This week's meditation is called Anchoring Your Intention. So let's take a few moments now to reconnect with your inner vision. And of course, as I always say, remember not to listen to this meditation while driving or operating any machinery. And if you need your full concentration at this time, please listen with your eyes open and return to the experience of this meditation with the replay as many times as you like. So, if it is safe and you're able to do so, gently close your eyes. Begin by taking that slow, deep breath in and release it softly. Just allow your body to relax and to settle. Now, imagine a soft blue light surrounding you. This light is calm, protective, and steady. And of course, this is the energy of Archangel Michael, offering you clarity and strength. With each breath, feel this light clearing away distractions, fears, and scattered thoughts. Now bring your attention to your heart space. Ask yourself gently, what is my true intention right now? Don't overthink it. Simply allow an answer, a feeling, or an image to arise. Now see that intention as a small light within your chest. And with each breath, that light grows stronger, brighter, more defined. And silently repeat to yourself, I trust my vision. I release fear and doubt. I am guided toward my highest path. And just feel a sense of calm focus settling within you. You don't need to control everything. You simply need to stay aligned with your intention. So take one more deep, slow breath in and exhale. And when you're ready, if they're closed, gently open your eyes and return to your full awareness. Now, we have spoken already about releasing fear and doubt. And one of the most important parts of this message is all about releasing fear and doubt, because fear can be amplified in times of global uncertainty. It can cause us to hesitate, to second guess ourselves, or to step back from opportunities that are actually aligned for us. And doubt can whisper in your ear, oh, is this the right time? What if it doesn't work? What if things get worse? But your soul's path does not pause because the world is changing. In fact, sometimes it becomes even more important to move forward, to create, to heal, to connect, especially during times when the world needs more light. And if we all just shine our light, it will become stronger and stronger. And remember, Archangel Michael's energy supports us in cutting through those fears. Remember his mighty sword as he cuts through fears and doubts. And you do that not by ignoring them, but by not allowing them to control our direction. And of course, I'm always talking about animals because they're such a huge part of my life. And our animals can teach us a lot about focus and presence. Animals do not spend their time worrying about global events. They remain connected to what is directly in front of them. They trust their instincts. They respond to life as it unfolds. So when we observe animals, we are reminded to come back to the present moment, to take that next step forward, to focus on what we can influence, and to remain grounded in our own environment. And spending time with your animal companion can help you bring back the energy that needs to be in balance and also restoring your sense of calm. They help us remember that life is still happening right here, right now, and they support us as well. So what about some more support for your path? If you're finding it difficult to stay focused or you feel really out of alignment at the moment, you're not alone. Sometimes we need support to reconnect our inner clarity and release the layers of fear or doubt that may be clouding our vision. Through Spirit Talk journeys, holistic animal wellness, and quantum journeys hypnosis, I help people gently tune back into their intuition. I help them understand what's happening beneath the surface and help them to move forward with greater confidence and alignment. And I think so many people need that at the moment. So if you are struggling to make sense of our current global reality and would like to chat and share your concerns, please reach out to me and we can connect for a no-cost short session based on the modality of your choice. And of course, you can learn all about my modalities, all the various ones I offer, by going to holistic-health.au, where you can explore the different pathways available and reach out via the contact form if you feel guided to connect. And we can hop on a Zoom. We can have an actual face-to-face conversation. How wonderful would that be? You can share your concerns. I can offer ways that will assist you. And really, I would just love to help anyone who needs my assistance at this time. So thank you to Archangel Michael for allowing me to share all this today. And remember that sometimes the most powerful step forward begins with simply asking for support. So this week's message is clear. Keep your eyes on your targeted intention. Yes, the world may feel uncertain. Yes, there may be noise, distraction, and fear, but your path is still unfolding. Your purpose is still valid. Your vision still matters. And you don't have to have all the answers. You simply need to stay connected to your intuition and take one step forward at a time. Call on the energy of Archangel Michael if you need strength, and allow yourself to release what no longer serves you. So until next time, have a blessed week. Stay grounded, stay focused, and trust in the quiet power of your own inner vision. Bye for now.
Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, Enlightening Television. Welcome. Time for Mediumship Uncovered with Medium Donna Young. Live from MediumDonnaYoung.com. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv. This is Mediumship Uncovered on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hi everyone, Donna Young, Mediumship Uncovered from Australia. So welcome. I'm also known as the Medium. So those of you who haven't seen me before, I've been seeing spirit since the age of 4 years old. So today I'll be giving someone a little bit of a reading, and I've got a few messages for people. I've also got a collective message also for everyone. So also a little bit of advertising for what's going on in my world, which is really exciting also. So I've just signed up to a website that's about to go live shortly. It's been getting created over 2 years now. It's called Magic Gift, MAJIK, and the word gift.com. So on this website, you can learn, you can receive readings, you can get healings, you can listen to speakers, shows, events, classes, shops. Absolutely everything, and it's about everyone coming together and healing together. So I'm so excited about this and so grateful to be a part of it as well. So keep an eye on that. It's magicgift.com. That will be coming up, and I'll be doing heaps of readings and all different stuff on there. So Spirit Club will be on there also. So okay, now let's have a look. I've got a message for. Oh no, I don't. I'll leave that for now. I've got Leslie from New York. How are you, Leslie?
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Welcome. And so how I work is I communicate directly with Spirit. We've only got a few minutes, so you can ask for me to cover a certain area, or you can ask for someone in particular as well that you'd like to hear from. I'm straight away getting a mother coming through for you, love, and she's talking. Pardon?
Go ahead.
Sorry, did you say something? Yep.
No, I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay, cool. So I've got this mother coming through. She's real chatty, real excitable as well. It's like she didn't believe in this. And she's talking about where she wasn't closed off to it either, but it's like she didn't. She's talking about where it's just so wonderful on the other side. It's so different to what she actually ever knew. She's also talking about where. And she's talking, have you had health issues? Because she's talking about health issues.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, and she's talking about where these, and is your mother still here, or am I speaking to your mum?
No, she's not.
She's on the other, pardon?
Yes.
She's on the other side,
passed.
yeah, because she's just told me that this is her, because she said to me, I'm around my daughter.
Yes.
And where there's been health issues, she's talking about, but I feel like it's all to do with stress. And a lot of it's to do with stress, and I feel like things are about to shift for you and move. And she's talking about where there was a lot of issues with her before she passed as well.
Yeah.
Did you not get to see her? She's talking about a lot of issues, and she's talking about she's talking about being in hospital, if that makes sense.
Yes.
And problems. I feel sick around the tummy area, but she's also talking about issues with her head also.
Yes.
And she's talking about not being able to communicate in the end.
Mm-hmm.
And she's saying, I had so much I need to tell you about. And she just wanted to tell you how proud she was. And she just couldn't communicate with it. And she's saying that she felt very loved. Everyone was there with her. It's almost like you all took turns to be with her to make sure she wasn't on her own. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. And are you, she's talking about, has there been changes around your career? And are you thinking about moving into something totally different?
Yes.
Because she's talking about just go for it. Just go for it. It's almost like when she was here, if she was here, it's almost like you're thinking of getting into something that she didn't really believe in or believe that a woman should do, if that makes sense. And she says, just go for it. I'm seeing you doing more learning. Okay. And where it's going to, I'm seeing you being very successful. And it's almost like you being in charge and very good at this. It's almost like you channel a lot of the information already, and you just know how to deal with things. Is this a spiritual work, or where?
Yeah, I haven't really. I kind of like dabble in it, but I haven't really developed it very much. I just kind of like get information.
Yeah, and it's just trusting it. So we can get information, but it's just about trusting, just learning how to trust. It doesn't matter how crazy it is, just say it. And because Spirit will only give you what's right for that person. So just trust the information. And because she's saying you've been channeling for a long time, you get this information, and a lot of the time people who we love are actually around us a lot in spirit. So when I used to drive trucks in the tunnels in Sydney in the mud under the ground, my grandfather from my dad's side that I never even met used to come and actually help me when all the trucks would break down. So, and he'd, and I knew how to fix all the trucks, and off they go again. And that's only because I listened to Spirit, and I never met him in life, but he was around me the most in spirit because that was his line of work. That's what he used to do. So they are around you. You've got people around you who have worked in similar areas, and you've channeled most of your life with anything. It's like Mum comes in when you're cooking to try and help you with certain dishes that she used to do. And she says, that you're not listening all the time because your meals don't come out the same. Does that make sense?
We're not the
Do you
same.
have any questions? That's right. So it'd be a boring world if we all were. But she talks about, she's so excited about this new career, and she goes, go for it. Just go for it. Just trust and go for it. So it was lovely to meet you, Leslie.
Yes, thank you so much.
And I hope that helps.
Yes, definitely.
And you have a nice day.
All right, thank you.
See ya. Bye-bye. Okay, everyone. So if any of you would like to book a reading with me, my website is mediumdonnayoung.com, or you can wait until Magic Gift is live, but you can find me somewhere anyway. You can just look me up and see the medium Donna Young, and I think I pop up everywhere people tell me. So okay, so there's been a spiritual question that people have been asking me, and I need to answer this today. Does spirit get involved or get in the way of certain things? And yes, they do sometimes. So they will come in. There's never been a reading that I can't do, and that's because spirit will come in and give me the right information for that person, for the information that they need, and I understand their messages. If you're going to someone who may not be interpreting their messages correctly, yes, spirit will get in the way and sometimes interfere with that reading. There's other times too when there's maybe a traumatic event that's happened where spirit will come in and blend energy so we don't remember what's happened, or a lot of people where they've had like near-death experience, their angel or their guide or loved ones will come in and blend energy with them so they don't remember. All they remember is having that connection with the other side. So we are so looked after. I remember when I had cancer when I was 16, and I spent so much time, I passed away a few times. I spent so much time on the other side, and I would go into different areas. So And I'm pretty sure I've spoken about that before. When I do readings, so when people do readings too, if they trust spirit, spirit will always give you the right information for that person too. Sometimes people aren't really on the same reality as well, so their reality might be a little bit different to what the truth is, and spirit will, in my readings, sometimes spirit will say, well, this is what their reality is and this is what the truth actually is. Stay on their reality, because that will kind of keep you safe, and they'll be able to take the information that, and spirit will help them and guide them through that area. So what I teach in Spirit Club is to trust spirit more than actually working psychically. So it's really important that we just trust spirit more than tuning into people's energy. Not only do we get clearer and more accurate predictions, we actually can give information that's really wow out there. A lot of the time when I give predictions from spirit will go, oh, the sitter might go to me, oh no, I can't take that. That's just ludicrous. But what happens is then it comes true. The more ludicrous it is, the more that they say no, the more often it's so out there and it's so different to what they say or think or what they would do, that comes true. And there's been so many people that have come to me and gone, no, I can't take that. And then they message me or ring me back and go, oh my God, I'm just going to sit here this reading and say nothing because everything come true. So it's lovely to speak to you all. And you can join me on Spirit Club, which is my weekly group on a Monday in Washington, D.C. It's 4:30 p.m. on a Sunday. You can join that, subscribe. You'll find it all on my website. I'll see you next week. Have a great week, everyone. Bye.
To A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV and Lightning Television. Welcome. Time for Ask Maria Now with Maria. Live from AskMariaNow.info. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv. This is Ask Maria Now on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my station. How is everybody doing? So how did everybody deal with that powerful new moon we just had? Huh? Anybody feel restless, emotional, anxious? I got a lot of calls like that. I am actually a strategic intuitive consultant. I do cards. I look into some astrology. I do a pendulum. I also write prayers. If you need some help from above, I make it personal. And I've been doing this for a really long time, over 30 something years. And I really love helping people. I just don't like to rely on just a reading. I like people to come to me who want to know the who, the what, the why. Mostly the why and a solution. I want you to leave with a solution after we have our consultation and our reading. Whatever you feel you need to talk about. I find it really important to not just tell somebody one thing, this is going to happen and blah. I want people to leave with a focus, and maybe we could see it this way. Nothing is ever, I always say this, that nothing is ever set in stone. So this is guidance, and I'd love to have solutions. So if you ever need to talk to me, you could reach me at 640-208-1014, or you could go to my webpage, which is askmarianow.info, and we could look at all that. So we had yesterday on the new moon, it was a really powerful new moon at 0 degrees of Aries. Aries is the warrior, right? Get up, get going, let's fight through it, let's move. It also had the energy of Neptune and Saturn. Neptune is really a beautiful energy, but it's not stable a lot of times. It's very creative, it's very spiritual, but the dark side of it, it could be addictions, it could be no boundaries. It blurs out a lot of our vision, right? So with Saturn now, here comes Saturn contradicting that, which is structure. The best word I could say for Saturn is structure, putting it together. So for people out there that really want to, it's a big change right now. Aries is get up, get going, let's put a plan together. If you want to launch something, whether in your business or if you want to launch something, a project in your house, or if you want to restart something, but it's time to put, the energy is so in your favor now to get this moving and get it going, that it's just finally come to the point where let's just do it. Don't think about it anymore. Just do it. So we have a lot of good things ahead for us. The year is going to be good. Yeah, challenging as you can see in the world, but a lot of good things. But tonight I have a couple of things I want to say. I was getting a couple of messages, and I wanted to pull a couple of cards because I was feeling someone who was really distraught in my energy field. And I just felt I needed to pull a card. So if it resonates with you and you want to give me a call and we could talk about it afterwards, that's fine. Just let me give you what I get. So this person is for this reading, this particular reading is for this young woman. She's a mother, abandoned by the father of her child. And I feel that she is stuck in a place where she doesn't know how to get out of it. And that bothers me because there's always an out. There's always, we have to figure it out, right? So I want to pull a couple of cards. I want to tell you, you have to get away from your influences. Right now, there's third party involved. You're getting peer pressure from your friends on what to do. And you have to let go of the attachment, because if you focus on that, you're not going to focus on getting yourself out of your situation. I do feel that people, and you may also be on social media trying to spy on that other person or look at other things or check things out. I think that it's confusing you. I feel like you're being confused and your mind isn't set on where you need to go. I do see an opportunity coming to you. There is going to be somebody who's going to make a suggestion on this place that you may move to. This move is going to be the most amazing breakthrough that you're going to get. You're going to be very happy. Yes, you're going to struggle a little bit. I'm not going to tell you not. You got to get up and go and get it going. But this opportunity is a reflection of growth. It's a reflection of thinking back on what you had, what happened, and how we're going to get past it. And even though it really tires you, I just want you to know that you become successful. I don't want you to feel, I feel a sense of you feeling rejection. I just want to say it was just the wrong person at the wrong time. You can't narrow it down any other easier way. So it's time to go. And when you get this opportunity, and it's going to be the change for you to move, I'm going to tell you it will be life changing for you. So that's what I have for you. And I just wanted to give you a message to pay attention to this opportunity. Stop looking to see what everybody else is doing. Focus on you and your kids and let go of the attachment the best you can. But let's move this forward because you suffered enough now. And don't listen to your peers. Don't listen to anybody. Just follow your heart. Write a list of what you really want. Create your life on a piece of paper. All right. I hope that helps. Whoever that resonates with, you can give me a call. There was also someone else that came to play, and this is for a man. I want to say he's 45, 50. He is going through a major transformation in his career. He's very nervous about this transformation, but I'm going to tell you, don't be. It's going to be okay. Hold on, let me take a look. Yeah, you got the fours, which means it's a stability. It's going to be bringing you more stability into your home. I feel that you have stability. You come up as an emperor. What I love about that when I read about an emperor is that he's higher than a king, right? He starts establishing himself. Well, he is established. He's making it. So you're going to that next level in your life. This is going to bring you up to CEO, somebody running a business or opening up your own business. Don't be afraid of it. Just take it by the way you feel in it. You have a lot of great ideas. You're very creative. You know how to put things together with a little fun flair. So that's gonna really take you. You struggled a couple of times within your career, like all of us did, but you're really climbing up this ladder. So if this resonates with you, I feel you are a water sign. If you're not, you have a lot of water attributes. And I feel that this is the time to make your move, especially now with this new moon that we just had. It's going to be pushing people into different directions where we never thought we could go, right? If you dreamt it and you thought it's fantasy, blah, 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 get it going. You can do it now. Now is the time. Don't let it pass. A lot of money. 10 of Pentacles means you bring money into your home. You're financially secure. So just take this new opportunity and run with it, okay? So those were the two messages that came in really strong for me. So now I'm going to take a call. If there's someone waiting, let me see. Tiffany, okay.
Yes.
Hi, Tiffany.
Hi.
How you doing, honey?
I am doing good.
How could I help?
Yes. I'm trying to figure out, because I'm late on my menstrual cycle or whatever. I'm just trying to figure out, am I pregnant?
So you want to know if you're pregnant? Okay.
Yes.
Oh, is that what you want to know?
Yes.
Okay, honey. And you always got to go to the doctor. This is not medical advice. This isn't telling you not to go see a doctor. I'm not a doctor. I don't give medical advice. So I just look to see the energy of that. But of course, you're going to go get checked and make sure, right?
Yeah. Yes.
I am not seeing that. I am not seeing that. I feel have you been under a lot of stress?
Sometimes, but not right now.
I feel a little stress attached to this. I'm not seeing that right now. I mean, I always could be wrong. I'm not a medical doctor, like I mentioned, but I'm not seeing a child showing up right this second. This is later on. Are you trying to have a baby?
Yes.
Okay. You get the sunshine. You will have a pregnancy this year, but I don't know if it's now. I don't think it's right now, but you will have a pregnancy this year.
Okay.
Okay. So don't give up hope. You got it right here. Or let me just put it this way. Have you had a miscarriage or anything before? Or have you thought you were pregnant before or not?
Well, I had my first pregnancy. I don't know what happened with that one. I didn't know I was pregnant at the time, and until I took a pregnancy test and I was bleeding. And then my second pregnancy I had, before my second pregnancy, they told me I couldn't have kids again. But then I got pregnant again, so I don't know what happened to that pregnancy. What happened with that one?
Okay. Well, I don't feel it's right now from what I'm seeing, but you will have a pregnancy before the end of this year if that's what you're wanting.
Yes.
Okay.
And I have a question. Like, do you see, like, because I have a boyfriend, and we started talking on September the 5th of this past year, and I haven't heard from him. His name is Justin. I don't know. I haven't heard from him ever since, and I'm just worried about him.
So you haven't heard from him since when, honey?
September 5th.
Oh, okay. So you want to know what's going on with him?
2025. Yes.
Okay. Let's take a look on what's going on with him.
Because we have Facebook, and I write him every day on Facebook, but no response. And I texted him on my phone, and no response.
Yeah, it's time to let that one go. It shouldn't be this hard, right? It shouldn't be this hard. It's time to let and move on. Let me just look. Yeah, he kind of walked away from the situation. He also has a very unstable foundation in his life. In all honesty, you're better off just moving on with a clearer head, and things will work out differently for you. I know there's still an attachment, but he's not going to put he's not going to put much effort in. Sadly, I mean, it's sad for him because you're really a good person. He'll find out the hard way, and he could just be that he's not ready for everything all at once, right? It just feels like his foundation is like rocky, so he's not really getting involved where he can commit to anything. So I do see that he's walked away from the situation. It might be too much for him right now.
Oh, okay.
But for you, I'll tell you, you got better things ahead. There's another opportunity coming for you later on. And I do feel that even though right now you feel like you're left out, like what happened, you'll see it as a gift later on.
Okay.
All right, sweetheart?
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome, darling. You take care.
You too, and God bless you.
God bless you too, sweetie. Okay. So those were the readings for tonight. I find that they were very, emotional, especially the two messages and this young lady. Everybody has something going on. And I'm going to tell you, have faith and move forward in your life. You got the energy to be a warrior in your own life, and you can keep moving forward. All right? And everything you want, just manifest it. You can do it. And we could take a look at it. If you have any concerns, just give me a call at 640-208-1014. Thank you.
To A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV and Lightning Television. Welcome. Time for Tales from the Other Side with Chris Clardy. Live from Terrell and Lenormand by Chris.com. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/Psychic Radio. Or one of our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv. This is Tales from the Other Side on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. We have had such an exciting week this week in Cleveland. It has been a week full of yet more Bigfoot sightings. I've got this guy in the background over here. See, yeah, I got Bigfoot with me. And we also had a meteor sighting. So there's been lots of stuff going on. It's been kind of crazy. And we've had, the seasonal roller coaster of all the crazy weather. It was 70 over the weekend. Well, I think it was Friday. It was 70 and crazy winds. And I think most of the East Coast was like that. And we lost some power over the weekend, so we had to pretend we were camping. And then we got a snowstorm. And so we had a little mini full weather spectrum, including a meteor that landed. Well, it didn't land. It kind of exploded and left us some meteor pieces and parts that people went out hunting for today. I saw some people who actually grabbed pieces and collected parts today. So that's going to be kind of a crazy weekend of people finding stuff. So never a dull moment. So I don't know if you've had some exciting stuff go on this week, but hopefully you had. I don't know if it's that exciting, but anyway. So this week we're tipping onto the edge of finally ending Mercury retrograde tomorrow. So if you folks have experienced any of the odd things happening with communication, electronics going wacky, things like that, be happy that tomorrow Mercury's gonna come out of retrograde. So our lives will be back to semi-normal, if you want to call it that. But anyway, Angela in Long Island, New York, what can I help you with tonight?
I just wanted to see if you can connect with my cat that passed.
Okay. What was your cat's name?
Lindy.
Lindy? Okay, and Lindy, how old was Lindy when she
Almost
passed?
2.
Okay.
2 years old.
Okay. So I'm getting this very I'm getting like this very soft petiteness from her. Like she was very I don't know if she was actually physically small, or if her energy was, she gave off this very gentle, small, I don't know if it was because she was young, but I'm not feeling this like big, vibrant, large, active cat. I'm getting this like very reserved, small, sweet energy from her. And I'm also seeing like these big eyes that could just melt you when she stared at you. And this just loving heart. She had this big love for everyone around her. I'm when I feel love like this, cats are so independent and so a lot of them feel kind of standoffish until they warm up to you. But I'm just getting this sense of a lot of love that this cat had. And I'm also feeling that she's around you still a lot. She's continuing to stay with you, and she's continuing to cats don't typically like to travel. They don't like getting in the car. They don't like going places, but she's staying with you. She's going places with you. And even like going in the car with you and traveling with you when you do go places. It's like this energy, she's staying with you because it's like this gratitude of, I didn't have you long, but I have you forever. She has this great appreciation for you.
Do you know how she passed?
So I'm feeling this sense of confusion and disorientation. And I'm also getting a sense of like a sudden stop. And when I feel this sense of sudden stop, I'm not feeling like an impact, like she escaped and got hit by a car. I'm feeling it's this sudden stop of almost like a like an aneurysm, like something, like I'm moving, I'm getting disoriented, and then I stop.
Okay.
This doesn't feel, it feels like it happened rather quickly. This doesn't feel like it was something that lingered on a while. And I got like this big like gasp, like this big inhale and gasp of air, and then just stop. Does that make sense?
I mean, I brought her to the animal hospital and they didn't really know what was wrong. Like if she ate something or what. They did like all these tests and stuff.
Okay. And I'm gathering that they were kind of inconclusive of what actually went on. I'm not feeling like a sense of, I don't feel like there was a sickness, like I ate something and got poisoned, or I was injured and something got broke, like I said before, like a hit by a car or something like that. I'm feeling like this sudden onset of being very disoriented and being very kind of confused and kind of unaware of my situation. And then this onset of kind of having a little bit of difficulty breathing, and then this gasp, and then the sudden stop. I feel like there was either some kind of tumor or some kind of like an embolism, aneurysm, something burst, something suddenly causing an obstruction or burst that caused her to pass. I'm feeling like this was very, very quick when the passing occurred. How would she have got that?
Yeah.
That can happen to people. It can happen to animals. It's an aneurysm or an embolism is caused by a blood clot or a tumor that is formed in the body that bursts. And it can be caused by a trauma that happened at one point in time. It could be a small growth that happens in the body that breaks loose. It could be those kind of things typically usually aren't related to cancer. It's usually some kind of blood clot or vessel of some sort bursting. And they're freak things to happen. Those type of things cannot really be detected. And it's not usually something that, there's not a symptom that happens. It's not something that over a long period of time can be, you can test for or see. They're an anomaly that happens. There's not really, something that's going to show up in tests. They're kind of a strange thing to happen. I'm not sensing that she had like an injury that causes. I'm really sensing that this is just something that just kind of a freak thing that happened to her. I am kind of getting a little bit of a sense that she had a bit of like her growing years of her life. I'm feeling like she was a little bit behind in her development when she was growing. Like a little bit of malnourishment when she was a tiny kitten. Like there was some stuff that wasn't quite fully developed when she was growing. In the beginning, I was talking about feeling small, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I got her when she was like 4 weeks old. So
okay,
that
could
but then she got
kind
really big.
Okay, wow. So I definitely am feeling like this is something that you couldn't have had a change or done something about. This was something that was undetected, that was not an ailment that you could have fixed or cured. It feels like something that was that happened, that there was not going to be a medical recourse that could have changed the matter. I'm so sorry that this happened, and it's so hard to lose one that's that young and have to go through something like that. And hopefully that gave you a little bit of an explanation, and do a little research on aneurysms and embolisms and get a little bit of education about that. And I think it'll help explain some of that. And like I said, I hope that helps a little bit. Feel free to try to reach out to me and get a little bit more information if you would like. And thank you so much for calling in and chatting with us tonight. I'm sorry that we're out of time. You have a great evening, and thanks for calling in.
To A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV and Lightning Television. Welcome. Time for Soul Seed, Divine Guidance and Spiritual Mediumship with Lisa Thurgate Marks. Lisa Thurgate Marks. Live from LisaThurgateMarks.com. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv. This is Soul Seed, Divine Guidance and Spiritual Mediumship on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hi everybody, Lisa T here, coming live from Mermaid Waters on the Gold Coast. Psychic, trans medium, energy healer, teacher, and energy is what I love to clear and to rise and get people to embody, and which is their own energy every week. And every day, every morning, every night, we are continually radiating our energy field into the auric field. So I'm just asking today, can everybody just take a few deep breaths, coming back to themselves, calling all their energy back in, and really, like, instead of letting your energy out, bring it back home to you. Bring it back home to you. Ground to the essence that truly is you. This is not about getting involved in everything that's on TV, getting involved in the negative energy that is around all of us. Because what we watch on TV, what we think, what we feel, if it is negative or on the dark side, it will fill us up with those beliefs, the emotions, the feelings. We are in a 22 Mass today. It's about truly manifesting, grounding to who we are. We're in a new moon in Pisces. We have the power of the equinox coming in. That's about alignment, and it's aligning yourself, having balance, knowing what you do want to align to, taking control of yourself, not letting outside circumstances dictate to us. We look for the balance. In the southern hemisphere, which is where I am, we're going into the dark. Because it's equal, equinox is equal day and night on the 23rd. What we're doing is we're going in to the darkness of night, so there's less daylight. In the northern hemisphere, we're coming in spring, and so there's more daylight coming. So wherever you are, whether you're planting seeds or going in and letting them take root, gaining your power and drawing it up, honor where you are at, where your feelings are at. The new moon is all about planting our seeds for cultivation. And so bringing in the balance of what we've been doing, what we've been working on, what our belief system is telling us, what our psyche, our emotions are feeling. Continue, please, to fill yourself up with love, because there's nothing stronger than love. And I say this every week because it's true. When we're calling ourselves home, filling ourselves up with love, nothing else can penetrate us. So please understand it. And if we can understand that there isn't anything stronger than love, the shadow, the dark, it's not going to be haunting us day and night, what we see on TV, because our essence, our vibration is too high to absorb what's going on around us and out into the auric field and out into the world. I have a beautiful caller, Donna, coming in today. How are you, Donna?
Oh, thank you, Lisa. Yeah, I'm fine. You're talking about, I feel like I've taken back my power and I can now speak up for myself. And if someone's having a bad day and they try to bring me down, I don't allow it.
That is so good to hear. And that's a message that everyone needs to know, because we can all do it. But I tell you, don't we all fall in the trap sometimes, and we get onto social media, watch the TV, listen to our friends, the radio, and it all happens. And I can hear in your voice, your energy, how powerful and radiant you virtually are, Donna. You're a beautiful soul. Do you have a question today for me, or would you like to contact somebody?
whatever you think. I'd like to meet someone. It's been a long time since my boyfriend passed. We were broken up for a year, and then he passed. But I just kind of became kind of reclusive and whatnot, healing from other things. And now I feel like I want to go out there. I want to share my life with someone.
And what beautiful energy to do that in, because we are in a 22 months today. We have 3 of those this year. The next one's in November. And it means that our manifesting power is on steroids. And with you coming in, we've got the equinox coming in as well. And we've got the Pisces energy. It's all systems go for you, isn't it? When I was looking into you before, there's, I don't know, I just feel that, can you just please release the last bit of energy that you are carrying, the grief, so that you can fill yourself up that little bit more? And, I get stagnant water. Okay. Stagnant water can always be stagnant emotions, but are you around a dam or stagnant water, or were you around anywhere where the water was stagnant, wasn't running properly? Anything to do with when your partner passed or anything like that?
Well, actually, yes, he drowned.
Oh,
they served him too much alcohol at the harbor. He walked to his boat and he fell in the water and drowned. And he drowned, the stagnant water. Donna, my apologies, because I am a medium. I go into my deep meditative state before I even come on here. And I know you probably didn't want me to bring your ex-partner in, but it's really beautiful to lovingly say hi and that you are ready to move on, because stagnant waters is showing me he's here, but it's also waters of the moment we're in spring. So he's giving you that permission, please move on. Because there was something just holding you back, and you've done the work, but he's coming through saying it's a magical time for you to do your rituals. So follow your belief system. He's actually quite calm up there, because I'm seeing him just floating. So this is your time to now float into your next chapter. I feel that you're actually getting divine guidance, which is beautiful, going up there. And I did a card before, and I was just sitting here, and it's release. The leaves you sit upon, release the old. New growth is now sprouted. Isn't that lovely, coming into spring for you? Yeah. Yeah,
and
definitely.
see the colours that we have here of all the leaves that have dropped. They tell our story, don't they? And you're about to start a magical new chapter.
Oh, I
feel
think
the person coming in for you, I just feel his energy, or he is, I feel both. His energy is a little bit younger than you. But that's okay, because there's a lot of fun to be had for you. Do you like music festivals by any chance?
Yeah, I do. I like music.
Because I just said it's going to be something, not that your relationship's based on it, but something that you guys love to do together. And I feel really good about that. And and I keep getting the word magical, mystical for you. Do you do your own rituals? Do you do your own manifestations? Because it feels like you've actually manifested him to come in.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at manifesting. I stay in meditation for like 45 minutes every morning, and I commune with God. And sometimes I'll just be sitting anywhere, and I'll just get filled up with joy. And that comes from the Holy Spirit, I read. That's not inside of us. That's given to us by God, the joy.
And I feel that there's God within, there's God above, there's God our Creator. And to fill us up and to allow the absorption of the beautiful energy, there is nothing more beautiful. And to call in our angels, call in God, and have the divine faith. When you have that divine faith, you'll be amazed at what you can manifest. It's in the silence, because the other card I got, this is like, you can't make this up. It's silence. In the silence, I heard the voice of great wisdom. It was my own tiny voice that I was once terrified of. Because you are now trusting yourself.
Yes.
You're going to.
Oh, Lisa, you're so right. Finally. Yeah. I'm trusting myself.
Finally.
Yeah.
You're
wow.
connecting to your heart of hearts. You're connecting to your soul. You are bringing first the love that's into you. Once you bring your love in, then you're vibrating so much higher, and you're going to meet someone on your level. And I just feel this music. I feel this dancing. I feel community. There's a lot of community around you, but I feel keep your faith very strong. By summer.
Say that again? I didn't
know.
What did you say?
By summer, I feel that you will be in a loving relationship. Like a really a proper relationship where you're actually having Christmas with them.
Oh, wonderful.
I feel comfortable in saying that, because I'm not only feeling that, I'm getting guidance from above. And the beauty that's within you is very much worthy of this beautiful relationship, this beautiful connection. So keep radiating, keep spreading your love to others. The more that you spread your love, the more that you're rewarded. And I know you do, because they're showing me you spread the love to others. So please continue. I actually get you baking. Do you like baking, like cooking, baking? So I'm getting
I cook for myself. Yes.
And so cook with love and nourish your system. We all need to always be nourishing our insides as well as our outsides, doing our movement. Keep up the movement with the dancing as well. The more that you meditate, the more you're connecting, the more love and joy and the healing energy that you are spreading to others. You're an absolutely beautiful woman, Donna. So remember, it's releasing and listening. So if we release in the silence, we'll hear the sounds of our heart and our tiny voice. Connect your intuition, trust your intuition. I love that love's coming through. We've got a good validation that your ex who passed away has came through, and he's helping you as well. All my love to you in this beautiful equinox season, the 22 miles today, the new moon. Really sit hand on heart, feeling to the love, and you know that what you mirror out, you'll get back. All my love to you. Bye for now.
To A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV and Lightning Television. Welcome. Time for Understanding Spirit with Mary Shapano. Live from MaryVCircles.com. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv. This is Understanding Spirit on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Understanding Spirit. I hope you're all having a really good week. I'm your host, Mary. If you have been to and watched the show before, welcome back. And if you're new to the show, I'll just let you know that I start the show with a 3-card pull, which is for the collective. So just take a moment to see which card you resonate with, whether it's card 1, card 2, or card 3. You'll just know intuitively which one it is. And if it doesn't resonate with you right now, it could be important for you in the near future or down the track, or it could even be for somebody else that you think, well, this relates to this person. And so you can pass on the message if you like. Okay, remember it is a collective reading, so I try to give as much information from what I get to broaden it, but you know, whatever the message is, apply it to your situation. Okay, all right. If you have picked card 1, it is this one here, which says connections. It's also got written down here partnership, contract, and commitment. When I look at this card, there are some of you out there that are quite deep in their thought, deep with their emotions, and you're quite full with this kind of stuff. And I do feel like you're full of life, even if you are not out there even living that fullness, all right? But there's a lot in you. And for those of you who are feeling that way and who are that way, Spirit is saying it's time for you to rise above the normal, and it's time now to sort of be a more extraordinary version of yourself, whether that's within a relationship or whether that's with work or even your own spiritual development. It is time to rise even higher within yourself. Okay, if this could be in a relationship or with work, or even friendships, but I'm getting like theft. So if you feel like there's a loss or somebody's taken from you, could be an actual theft, whether it's physical or emotional, Spirit are saying create your boundaries and just protect yourself. If it's within your own body, protect your energy, your emotions, the same thing, create your boundaries. If it's in the physical, safeguard your home, your property as best you can. But I do feel like there needs to be some warnings around that, okay? All right, if you have picked card 2, it's this one here, which says achievements, and it's got written here completion and reward. I feel like when I look at this card, I feel like I have to say that for some of you, you know, you've been resilient and you have found strength in that, and probably strength that you didn't even know that you had. Also, the Spirit is saying just kind of going forward now in the new area of your life, kind of go with the flow, all right? And adapt to changes. Don't resist changes, and just sort of see where they lead you, okay? I'm also being told there could be somebody that maybe has intimidated you or that bothers you or threatens you. This could be in work, a personal sort of relationship, but Spirit is saying stand your ground, hold your ground. All right, they're not raising you spiritually. You're not being raised to be weak. You're being raised to be a warrior. All right, so stand your ground and fight for what you believe in and what is yours. Okay, if you've gone to card 3, it's this one here, which is soulful appreciation. It has written here heartfelt gratitude. I do feel here like I want to say you are in control of your destiny. If you are
manifesting or doing things like that, because I'm seeing vision boards and people reading stuff out. So if you're doing that, give some gratitude to Spirit for what you're receiving, that for your wishes that have been fulfilled. All right. I'm also being told build like a bridge and make strong connections. And I just keep seeing moving on, next stages and moving on for you as well. Okay. All right. I have Joyce on the line. Hello, Joyce.
Hello.
How are you?
Hello. All right. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How can I help you today?
I don't know what your readings are specifically. I just caught a little snippet.
Yes. So is there anything in your life that you want me to give you messages about?
Well, I'm hoping my health will look up since I just suffered a broken foot. So I don't think health would really be a thing, but I don't know. I guess maybe my personal life, possibly.
Yeah, I think your health is fine. I am giving you a warning. Spirit is showing me you may be being wobbly on your feet. I know that you've said you've just had a fall, but continue even in your recovery and further down the track to be careful that you don't do it again. They're just showing me sort of more like an issue with your, not like a health issue, but just with your balance, that sometimes you might lose your balance. All right. In terms of what I'm getting for you, I'm being told that you may have some challenges coming up for you. I do feel you're at a point in your life where you've got to start. This is not just finances, this is also with your health, okay, as well. But I feel like you've got to find a balance between your everyday life, your work life, all of that, and just sort of be flexible. And Spirit's saying, adapt to changes in your life. They're also saying kind of like roll with the punches. I'm also being told there could be people around you that might be a little bit, you might suspect have been lying to you, a little bit deceitful. And they're just saying, just guard yourself against stuff like that. Go with your instinct, and they're saying if it looks like a rat and smells like a rat, it's a rat. Okay, so just keep that in mind. I do see new beginnings for you. I'm seeing you becoming very fulfilled and realizing your dreams, wishes coming true. But I'm also hearing that you're sick of the repetitive stuff. Are you still working?
No, but I do have repetitive stuff with I'm sadly an enabler when it comes to my 30-year-old son, who I still pick up from work and put my schedule around.
Yeah.
I have 4 kids, and I put my schedule around them and a lot of their things.
Yeah. Look, Joyce, you're not alone in that. There's a lot of families who are still supporting their adult children. Okay, so don't judge yourself on that. I do feel like whether it has to do with this, but I feel like there are decisions here that you need to make, and I feel like you're not ready to make them. And you're kind of like sitting on the fence with stuff. But Spirit is saying, look, just understand your beliefs and your values and just stick with them. If somebody says to you, for example, with your child, they should be living on their own, or they should be doing this, that, or the other, that's okay. Let them have their belief. If you're there and happy to support them, just don't worry about it. All right, let it go. But I do feel
you have people you need to let go of. You have things you need to let go of, because spirit are like shredding, like letting go of people, letting go of possessions, letting go of things that are bogging you down. They're showing me even like going around your house and, and I'm not saying you have clutter, but anything that you don't need anymore, get rid of it. If you're not using it, they're saying if you haven't used it in 6 months, get rid of it. All right, and you will feel lighter and freer, like in your energy. All right, they are also showing me you giving. If an opportunity comes up where somebody needs assistance, Spirit is saying help them out as best you can, whether it's in a supportive way or whether it's financial, if you have the means to do it. I'm not talking about big amounts of money or anything, and they're like, just be giving. They're like, sit on your own moral compass, okay, with this. Whatever you feel is right for you, that's what you do. I am also being told to tell you not to be hasty with any decisions. Travel is coming up for you. A lot of movement is coming up for you. And Spirit are talking about you sort of like shredding yourself, like the past you, and moving into a new area with you. I don't know if you've wanted to lose weight or to be physically healthier, but they're showing me your body and you being a better version of yourself with that. But you are definitely going to take on new initiatives that maybe you haven't in the past. I'm seeing like victory again. There's a lot of movement, and you will have success in any difficulty that comes. And Spirit is saying you have had enough experience now in life to heed warnings and to see signs coming up, and you'll know how to judge things better. They're giving me good luck, good destiny for you. They're saying you'll outlive a lot of people. So just look after yourself, and just they're saying just do the right thing by yourself, and you will be fine. I see you moving on and doing really well, Joyce. Good luck with everything.
Good, because I did have a little worry about my health. They had found a spot on my lung, and they said that they needed to do another scan, and I was worried because I do have an autistic son that I'm physically responsible for by myself.
Yeah. Well, you'll be fine. You have to look after yourself before you can, look after him. It's kind of like that's why you've got all these decisions that you're not willing to deal with yet.
Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome. Time for Arcana of the Unknown with Bram Robinson. Live from BramRobinsonWellness.com. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv. This is Arcana of the Unknown on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
And hello, everyone. Welcome along to Arcana of the Unknown. Good to have your company today. Now, if you would like a free reading, of course, I'd love to give you one today. And all you have to do is dial in, have a chat to Dave, and he will get you on. What I would like to do, as we are on Moonstruck TV, I thought we might speak a little bit about the moon and also about the some of the what the star signs for you, your rising sign, has in store, because this new moon is at the end of a huge chapter for us and a reset. So the astrological new year starts March 20. That's when the sun enters Aries, and the sun entering Aries, it's a fiery sign, so it will bring quite a boost for us. It's like the return of the warrior. That's how they look at it. The other thing that's happening is Mercury will start to go direct in Pisces from March 20. Now, it's messed up a lot of communications, even virtually did a few minutes ago. But Mercury, of course, will still stay in that shadow period until about April 9. Now, very quickly, let's have a look at what's happening with you in terms of the next week for your sign, your rising sign, your sun sign. As the sun enters for Aries, your sign, your energy increases. Of course, it's really powerful in your sign. And even if that current restrictions might demand a bit of patience from you. Taurians, you're entering a time focused on community and long-term goals, so go for it. Career prospects look good for Gemini, but watch out for high spending. Sounds like me. Cancer, the new moon encourages exploration and broadening your horizons, and there's more free time coming up for you. Leo, this sun is entering Aries, brings the spotlight on shared resources and some deep intimacy for you. For Virgo, there is a focus on partnerships and a strengthening of bonds, bringing some balance to your commitments, which is great news. For Librans, this is a time for professional or health-focused reset. In other words, start to make some order out of your chaos. Librans love balance, so start to make some order out of that. Scorpio, romance and creative self-expression go into overdrive for you, so it could be a very interesting week and for weeks to come. In Sagittarians, domestic life and family take centre stage. You can expect some new things at home, a fresh start, in fact, so that'll look good. And Capricorns, your social life and your communication skills get a great upgrade as well. For Aquarians, February 8, the focus on financial security and aligning your expenses with your goals is the focus for the next few weeks. And Pisces, with the new moon in your sign, this is your moment to redefine your personal goals. So get to it and have a look at them, and just check out what is happening, of course, for you in that. Now, I believe we have Linda on the line for a reading. Hi, Linda. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad. How are things in Canada?
Well, it's warming up.
Is it? Yeah. So you're just getting through winter now, aren't you?
Yeah, trying to anyway. Like,
so what can I do for you to?
Never know.
Yeah, yeah. I have friends who visit Canada. Yeah.
Okay, I would like to know what you see in my future in regards to like romance, a move, anything like that.
The whole thing.
The near future.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The whole kit and caboodle.
Okay. Hey, let's ask about romance first, because it's interesting. Every reading that you ever do for somebody, romance always seems to come up at some point, whether they have partners or not. So let's start with romance, and if we have time, we'll certainly look into the move as well. And it may show us the same thing. The spirit may determine what you you get to find out. Let me just tune into you and romance. Okay. Okay, so we have the Six of Swords, or we have the Ten of Cups, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. You're looking good. So from a romantic point of view, when we look at the Six of Swords, we're talking about a relocation. It's also talking about moving. So we could have in the one reading the two things happening. So there is some moving coming up for you. Now, whether that's moving to a partner or not, we'll try and clarify through the reading, or whether it's moving are you thinking of moving to another house or another town? Is it a major move?
Another house.
Another
no,
house,
another house.
Yeah. So because we asked about relationships, though, the Ten of Cups is really nice. So that's your current energy. It's the second card in a 3-card draw, and it's your second card, which means it's your current energy. Now, the Ten of Cups is contentment, love, and support. And so looking at that, I believe that the Six of Swords is actually talking about it coming in for you. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Now, Pentacles or Pentacles is about money and earth and grounding. And so she is very resourceful. She's domestic, and she's fertile. But when you look at the reading as a whole, I think you're going to find somebody that's going to fit the way you feel, the way you think, the way you want somebody. Like they're going to like two peas in a pod, if you want to call it like that. You'll fit together well. Let me just clarify this moving card. So there you get the Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups is wishes come true, and material wealth as well. But I think on both counts, I think actually, and I'm gonna go out on a limb here, Linda, but I think the move will bring you in touch with somebody that will create the relationship for you. Let me just have a look at the Queen. Yeah, so there's Nine of Swords. There's a bit of fear and a bit of worry and a bit of concern, and you're quite, if I may say, you're quite obsessed with the need to find somebody. Would that be true to say? Like you really, it's been a while.
Yes, it's been a while. Yeah.
Yeah. So obsessed is the wrong word, because I mean, that makes it sound strange. What I mean is that you really do now want to find somebody to fit the way you want, and you've been quite stressed about it, because like all of us, if we don't find somebody, we think, oh, am I good enough? Why can't I meet anybody? I believe, and I'm going to do the cards again on the move directly, but I think that it's telling me that the move is going to open up you up, even though it's within the same town. It's going to put you in a different community and open you up to other people, and that's going to bring somebody in. But I'll just do a reading quickly whilst we've got time on the move, and see what that does. So to answer your question, yes, there is romance there for you. The thing that they are saying is don't stress so much. They're coming, and you don't put yourself through so much stress about worrying about it. I know that's easier to say than do, but just remember, trust yourself and trust that it's coming in. Let's just look into this move, because if we get similar romance cards around the move, then I know that we'll be sort of right about that. So patience, looking at your options, the Hanged Man, Page of Pentacles. So yes, some nice news coming in. And then now the Five of Wands. So the Hanged Man is about some patience. So it's not going to happen immediately. You just need a bit of patience. Are you looking at the moment, or are you just thinking about it?
Well, I'm seeing what's out there.
Okay.
Like I don't want to move right away, but seeing what's out there kind of thing.
Cool. So that's what the Hangman's really saying. You're looking at try looking at different perspectives too when you look for a property. Maybe not exactly the same way you've been looking for it, or look at different ways of finding the place, because the Hangman is about different perspectives. Now, the Page of Pentacles is about again, patience, a patient kid, but they're bringing in good news. So they're bringing in news about your move. And when you start looking, there will be good news and you will find something. The Five of Wands is there could be some rivalry for the place. You could face, I don't know how it works in Canada, but you may have a couple of other people trying to get the place. So there could be a bit of rivalry for the one that you want. Putting another card on that, we get the Magician. So the Magician is you basically turning your vision into reality, which means that I feel you will get the place that you want, even though there will be other people applying for it. Or are you talking about renting or buying?
Renting.
Yeah. So I think there could potentially be other people applying for it because there's a bit of that with the Five of Wands. There's some rivalry for it, but you've got the Magician on top of that, so that means that you will turn it into what you want. So I'm quite confident that you will get the place, and then on top of that, you get the Star. So you're going to be very happy in there. Wherever you do pick, it's about renewal, hope. Are you moving because there's been some sort of bad feeling? They're sort of telling me that.
No.
It's not. They're telling me that.
No, it's just it's time for a change kind of thing.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
I don't want to like. I live in a house right now, but I'm getting a little bit older, and I don't think I could take care of the yard and everything for that long. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're just hinting at something that was not so comfortable for you, something around the house, the old house, because they're saying that the Star is going to be exactly what you want. It's going to be a renewal. It's going to be sometimes it's considered a miracle card, so that it brings you exactly what you want, and you go, oh. So this is after you move in, it's going to turn into a place that you really do want. Now, when you talk about a three card reading, the third card usually is 3 weeks to anything from 3 weeks to about 3 months. So that's the sort of distance that you might be thinking about before you do it. It does mean that you might have to it might come up very soon. But good luck. It looks good, and on top of that, you're also going to, as I said, there's romance. I really strongly get the feeling it's connected to the move. So I think in the older house, this possibly won't happen, but I do think that the new home will also open you up a bit more. You may go out more, you may meet other people, but I believe romance is connected to that. Okay, Linda. So good luck with that, and you've got some good things in front of you. So enjoy. Okay.
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay.
Pleasure, Linda.
Bye.
Bye-bye. And of course, if you'd like to get a reading from me, then go to grahamarcana@gmail.com. Love to talk to you and love to have a look at what's happening for you. And I will be back next week as well. So take care of yourself, and I look forward to catching up with you very soon.
Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV and Lightning Television. Welcome.
Time for Coastal Psychic 5 Spiritual School with Kim Dunn. Search Coastal Psychic 5 Spiritual School on Facebook.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv.
This is Coastal Psychic 5 Spiritual School
on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hi everyone, thanks for joining me and welcome to Coastal Psychic 5 Spiritual School Episode 3. I'm coming to you from the beautiful Summerland Point in New South Wales, Australia, and I'm your host, Kim Dunn. And today we're talking about 2 practices that completely change the way I relate to myself. That would be with my emotions and my spiritual connection, and definitely that would be breath work and meditation. Most people, when they hear these words, they often imagine like sitting cross-legged, trying to stop their thoughts or doing something complicated. But the truth is, it's much simpler than that. Breath work and meditation are about becoming, not becoming someone different, they're more about coming back into a relationship with yourself. And for anyone that's going through a spiritual awakening, these practices become incredibly important because, you know, awakening doesn't just happen in the mind or spirit, it also happens in the body and the nervous system. And, you know, when people begin awakening, they often feel, you know, they start feeling really deeply and their intuition starts to open and, you know, they start to become more aware of energy. And when that happens, old emotions sort of start to surface. And what many people expect would feel more like an enlightenment can definitely feel times more like anxiety or overwhelm, and definitely that emotional intensity that comes with it. And, you know, this is all, that happens because, you know, your awakening expands awareness. And, you know, if the nervous system hasn't learned quite how to feel safe with that expansion, that experience can definitely feel destabilizing, you know, and this is where breath work and meditation become really powerful allies. They help the body slow down, regulate, and then integrate what the spirit is opening to. You know, breath work is one of the most powerful tools we have because, you know, the breath is that bridge between the body and the mind. And, you know, most of the time we just breathe automatically without really even noticing it. But, you know, when we consciously change our breathing, we send those signals directly to the nervous system to slow down and, you know, that steady breathing tells the body that you are safe and relax and, you know, you don't have to be in that fight or flight mode. You know, when I first began practicing breath work, I realized how much tension I had actually been holding in my body, you know, the stress and the trauma and, you know, that emotional suppression had really created a constant state of alertness for me. And, you know, my breathing was really shallow. My body rarely felt calm or, you know, felt safe. But as I started to begin slow breathing regularly, you know, that breathing, you know, something started to change in myself and my body and my mind definitely became a lot clearer and my intuition became easier to hear. You know, when your nervous system relaxes, awareness really does open naturally. And, you know, breath work supports spiritual awakening. It really grounds you and just brings you back into the body. And, you know, spiritual experiences can sometimes feel, you know, pull people into the mind and that heightened awareness. And the conscious breathing really brings you back into that physical presence. And, you know, the breath work can definitely help release stored emotions as well and stored energy. And, you know, as our bodies do hold on to those emotions, you know, that don't get processed, through that gentle breathing practices, those energies can really start to move and release safely. when the nervous system is regulated and intuition and clarity connect, that connection to your intuition, and that does really become a lot easier. And, that's why meditation works alongside, the breath work beautifully. However, like meditation is definitely misunderstood, and many people believe meditation means, stopping your thoughts entirely. And, in reality, meditation is simply just the practice of observing the mind rather than, being controlled by it. When we sit quietly and bring that attention to our breath, or the present moment, we begin to really notice something important. Our thoughts come and go, emotions do come and go, and sensations. But most of that, above all of that, is that really deep stillness that we're looking for. And meditation really allows us to access that stillness. It creates a space between us and that constant stream of thinking. And in that space, clarity appears, and your intuition does become stronger, and your connection to spirit becomes easier to feel. When the mind is constantly busy, it can be really difficult to hear intuitive guidance, and it's really like trying to hear that whisper in a noisy room, if you know what I mean. And but meditation does quieten that noise for you to start listening to your higher self. And many people believe intuitive abilities come from doing more, learning more, even trying harder. And most often it's just opposite that is the case. Intuition becomes clearer when we slow down enough to listen. And the breath work and meditation work beautifully together to allow that to happen. The breath work calms the body first, and then the meditation then allows the mind to settle. Because as we know, when the body does feel safe and the mind does become quiet, presence really does naturally emerge. And it is the presence that we're looking for. It's the doorway to spiritual awareness. And for me personally, breathwork and meditation were really powerful tools in my healing journey. And I really believe that they are the first steps in, listening to your higher self and getting you through that spiritual journey. They definitely help calm my nervous system after years of living in survival mode. And, they help me release those emotions that I've been carrying for decades. And, just help me reconnect with my inner voice and my intuitive gifts. Without these practices, my awakening would have definitely felt more chaotic. And but with them, I've definitely felt more grounded and been able to integrate those things within me. And if you're in the beginning, or starting out, or even halfway through, or going through your journey with your spiritual journey, breathwork and meditation. Just remember, you don't need to be perfect when you do it. Like when I first started, I found it really difficult to sit for a long period of time, or just because there was so many things going through my brain. I started using just a guided meditation off YouTube, and just through my headphones, and found that was a really good place to start. Having someone on the other end, telling me how to breathe, when to breathe, and giving me that silence. And you don't even need to sit for long periods of time or do anything really complicated. I would definitely start with even 5 or 10 minutes a day, and that can really even change your body and mind to respond to the awakening. Because it's not about escaping that human experience, it's just becoming more present within it. And sometimes the most powerful place to begin with is just that slow breath. And that's why, these techniques are definitely a part of my 12-week program, the Awaken and Anchor program that I run for my clients. And I see so many positive results with those coming through, with their breath work and meditation, and just being access to your higher self and allowing that time, that stillness for those messages and information to come through. So if you're interested in my program, Awaken and Anchor, please feel free to contact me through my Facebook page, Coastal Psychic Vibes Spiritual School, or you can contact me personally, Kim Dunn. And yeah, so that's probably about all I want to say on the breathwork and meditation. But give it a try if you haven't. It's definitely worth giving it a try and just letting yourself be still and allow that time to come through and feel that stillness and feel that awareness, and you'll definitely feel some shifts. And just stick with it. It's not something you're going to master overnight, but yeah, definitely something to give a try in your spiritual awakening. So thank you for listening to that part of my show, and let's take some callers. I would love to have some callers come through this evening. So, Jill. Hi, Jill. How are you?
Good.
That's good, Jill. Where are you calling from today?
Wisconsin.
Lovely, lovely. You've got a question?
Yeah, about my work. I'm having a few problems at work with employees. I said I wasn't a racist, and it didn't go well. And with my bosses over a situation at work.
Okay, I'm just shuffling some cards. Let's see what pops out for you, and hopefully we can get some clarity around that for you. Have you been in that job for a while?
A year and a half.
Nice. Okay, so what have we got? Okay, the message coming through is saying to review documents carefully. Is there a contract within that?
Is there what?
Okay, and is there a possibility of a new contract coming through?
A possibility of... Say that again.
Okay, because I've got... Yeah, sure. I feel like there could be a different contract coming through for you, because I'm getting, a fresh start, a very positive change.
Okay, that makes sense.
Great. And it's saying plans that work out perfectly. This is definitely going to be the contract, or a better way of working within what you're doing now, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does. What about pay, though? Will it go down?
Okay, let's have a look. You're quite spiritual too, aren't you?
Yes.
Because I also get the message that you're on a spiritual quest.
Okay.
Okay, so regarding the money, I'm getting success for that. So I don't feel like I don't feel like there's going less money, but I feel like there could be a bit more than what you're getting now, but not huge amounts more, if that makes sense.
Totally. Now are my bosses going to stay angry at me?
Mm-hmm. Let's have a look.
Because I think they're angry at me.
Okay, let's see what the card says. Are you also recovering from an illness?
Yes.
Okay. The health is going to come back, if that makes sense. Like the vibrant health that you once had, you will feel that again.
Thank you.
No problem. Okay. This card's saying streams in how you receive money. So I believe, again, that's coming out to tell us that the money situation is going to be fine for you. Let's just see what's happening with the boss thing. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, yeah, because this card this is more about you, sorry. It's coming up health problems due to stress. They're saying let others help you. It's a need for balance.
Okay.
Yep. Also saying working too hard or too many hours.
Okay.
Is that something that you can reduce? I feel like that could be something that you could reduce in the new contract. So maybe that's not quite why you're getting a huge amount more. I feel like that could be. Are you working 5 days at the moment?
I work with school kids.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, this card's coming out the release, the endings that lead to new beginnings.
Okay. But I'm okay at work with everyone.
Yeah, I'm getting good vibes about that.
Okay.
I feel like there's more people that you can trust than not, if that makes sense. Yeah, I feel like you've got more allies than not allies, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Yep. I feel like the boss is really just sitting on the fence. I feel like he's happy with you and what you do, but I feel like he sees other people interfering as well.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Have you had a chat to him?
I did.
Okay. I feel like you could be over-analysing that situation just a little bit, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, yeah. So, confidence. Have some confidence, is saying.
Okay.
I really feel like this is going to turn out in your favour.
Okay.
Yeah. So the card I've just pulled now is saying allowing worry to grow out of proportion.
Okay.
Yeah. So just refocus those thoughts for you.
Okay.
But I really do feel like a new contract is coming for you, and something that's going to suit you better and allow your health to come out of that stressful mode that you've been in, that I feel you've been in.
Okay.
Was there any other questions?
Do you see me moving?
Let's have a shuffle and see what we've got. So when I shuffle my card, just fall out like they have now. Let's have a look. Okay, I've got relocation.
Okay.
Yep. I don't feel like that's coming soon, though. I feel like that could be mid of this year to late this year, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Would it be my daughter?
With your daughter?
Yeah, that way.
Sure, I'm just going to use my pendulum to ask that question. Won't be a moment. Will it be with her daughter? Okay. That is for my yes. So my pendulum is swinging in a round motion at the moment, and that's my sign for a yes. So that will be with your daughter. Would it be living with her or closer to her?
Okay, near her.
Yeah, okay. Perfect. I really feel like there's a really spiritual transformation for you as well. if you're not in the middle of it, you're going through that at the moment, and just seeing things a little bit clearer in, you know, your reality, if that makes sense. Because as you know, you're creating your reality through your, you know, your thoughts and your, you know, what you're thinking every day and what you're putting out to the world. So don't forget to remember that you're the reality maker, if that makes sense.
Totally.
And what you're focusing on, what you're focusing on, like the law of attraction, is yes, what you're focusing on, you're bringing in. And I feel like you're quite strong at that. And just keep doing what you're doing and keeping those thoughts and your vibration really high to bring those beautiful things in for yourself.
Okay.
So no more sleepless nights.
Okay.
Thank you so much for calling in tonight.
Thank you. That was excellent.
You're welcome. You have a great night and get some sleep and stop worrying. And yes, good things are coming.
Thank you. You were excellent.
You're welcome. Have a lovely night.
Right on. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. All righty. Have we got another caller? Hey, Christina, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, really good, Christina. Was there a question you're thinking of, or you were just happy for me to pull some cards for you?
Either or. I was looking, well, more if it's gonna pull cards, more so my love life. I'm single right now. Do you see anybody coming in from my past or coming in someone new?
No worries. Oh, popping out. Okay, new beginnings. Release people that hold you back. So if that was an ex, we're not going back to exes, only moving forward. I feel like you've been doing a bit of work on yourself. Is that right? Like spiritually?
Yeah, I have been doing work for myself. Yeah.
Yeah, good. Because I really feel like the vibration is really high for yourself, and I really did. Let's see what else is coming through. Okay, the wheels just popped out. Fresh starts. A very positive change in your life. Let's see what else we've got. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we've got someone coming in. They're saying he's very ambitious. Very ambitious. And I feel like he's been in a relationship before, or he's been married before, but he's now been taking some time to do some work on himself. Like I've just said to you, have you been doing some work on yourself? And I feel like that vibration that he's raising at the moment is going, and that you've been raising your vibration as well, that you can come in and meet at a same level, if that makes sense. I feel like he's going to be very sensitive and very open-hearted. But yeah, there's definitely an emotional connection that you'll have on a really deeper level, if that makes sense, than you've had before. I feel like in past relationships, been okay, but there's always something missing. And I feel like this guy's going to give you the thing that was missing, if that makes sense. But there's definitely a romantic encounter coming and a fresh start with him. A feeling that we're looking at probably at least 3 months before he does come in. So in that time, I'll definitely be giving yourself that time to, raise your vibration and, allow yourself to learn and really put out, especially with the new moon that we've just had, put out your intentions of what you really want in a partner in the future. Not just in looks and so forth, but, is he empathetic? Is he respectful? Is he, just those sort of beautiful things that you want to be able to have in your life. So just make sure that you're putting the intention out of what you want that person to be. I really feel like your psychic abilities are very, very high too. And definitely again around this time at the moment with Moon. Are you psychic in a way, or do you feel like you've got some sort of abilities? You all got abilities,
I feel
of course.
like I have a lot of deja vu moments, and I scare myself. I feel like I have a lot of deja vu moments. That's about it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, perfect. We'll definitely pay attention to those signs, because that would be just your spirit team trying to get through to you and give you some messages. Are you meditating at the moment?
No, I have not been. No.
Okay, that's a great place to start, to still your mind and allow yourself to hear your higher self. And that gives you time to really listen to yourself for what you really want going forward in the future with this this person that's coming in for you. But I also see you on a spiritual quest. There's just possibly a change in priorities, and that moving on with this guy is it's an experience that you haven't had before. That's what I feel. I feel like he's really going to bring some new things to your life and your routines, if that makes sense. But yeah, make sure you're asking for your angels for help. Speak to your spirit team and ask them, because we've all got a spirit team. We've got guides and our angels, who are usually our deceased loved ones. And they're always around us, knowing everything that we do. So just chat to them and speak to them and ask them to bring in, this person for you as well. And but definitely take the time out to really sit with yourself and just allow that time for you to listen to your higher self, if that makes sense.
Listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome. Time for astrology and psychic readings with Lady D. Lady D. Live from LadyDPsychicParties.com. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv. This is Astrology and Psychic Reading on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hi everybody, welcome to Astrology and Psychic Readings with Lady D. I'm your host, Lady D. I hope you've all had a great week. So we just because of that energy. So what we've got coming up for this week with the planets. So all week we do have a really good transit. We have Mars tri Jupiter. That with that transit might make you feel more confident, more capable, more resilient, more stronger within yourself as well. Then we have on the 22nd as well. The Sun it's already moving into Aries at that point, and it's going to be conjuncting Neptune. So the Sun conjunct Neptune can be a little bit of delusion. There could be some sort of dissolving energy in your life, so something could end or fizzle away. But it also could be you having your rose-colored glasses on with a situation too, and wanting things to look nice and shiny and rosy, even though they're not. There also could be a bit of blindsiding with that transit as well. Then on the 25th, the Sun is going to then conjunct Saturn. So with the Sun conjunct Saturn, that could be a very problematic time, because Saturn was the planet of problems, with Sun being representing your life. So it could be things going a bit chaotic, not smooth sailing, and running into a bit of problems with that transit. Luckily, with the Sun, it moves a degree every day. So those energies won't be lasting for a long time, just like a few days. And then on the 26th, we have the Sun being sextile to Pluto. So that can be quite a transformative transit. So that's you transforming yourself. It's like you're being stronger, being more capable, looking resilient, I feel like it's going to be a transit where you're going to be very vocal with people. And then the big thing for the week, of course, is on the 21st, so Sunday, actually it's tomorrow, we're going to have Mercury moving direct. So if you're looking at signing any contracts, you want to do it after Saturday. So I know the last 3 weeks have been really, really chaotic with people, with plans, with that Mercury in retrograde. The unexpected expenses may be coming up for you. I always say that interesting thing about myself is I always meet someone from my past. So yesterday I did see a girl that I used to work with. So it's always seemed to happen for me in Mercury retrograde. But now that will finally move forward, so less issues, and it's always good then to sign any contracts, make plans, and start fresh. So let's go to the caller. So we do have a Lindy who's actually in Queensland, so Gold Coast, Queensland in Australia. So hi, Lindy, how are you?
Hi, Danielle. I'm good, thank you.
That's great. How can I help you today?
I'm ringing, hoping you can help me with some advice on how to help my youngest daughter, if that makes sense. Or do you want me to tell you a bit more?
Yeah, what's the trouble? Tell me a little bit more, and then I'll tell you what I get.
I think she's got unprocessed grief trauma.
What was that? Sorry.
I believe she's got unprocessed grief and trauma.
Oh, grief trauma. Okay, yeah. Look, I feel like when I went to your youngest daughter, I just feel like that. So she's clinging at straws, and I do feel like she's lashing out and maybe like blaming you for things that it's not your fault or out of your control. I do feel like that. I feel like there's a bit of a temper with him, or temper tantrums coming out. I don't feel like it's not what you think. I'm hearing it's not what you think. So I feel like whatever you think has happened, maybe I feel like there is something that maybe is going on, but may not be what you think. I feel like that she just feels like I feel like she doesn't know how to like regulate emotions here. And I feel like she seems like she's older than what she is. How old is your daughter?
30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
but I see her acting out.
Just broken up.
But she's
Sorry?
acting out? But she's acting out?
Well, she's been moody, but she's now gone on some medication which has helped a bit with the moods, but her partner of 10 years, they've just broken up and they were engaged and, you know, the wedding dresses, all everything was booked.
Okay. I just feel like keep on hearing the trauma is not what you think. I keep on being told, I keep on hearing that. So I'm not sure what you're thinking, but I keep on seeing her throwing a bit of temper tantrums, and not regulating emotions. So that's why I thought that she would look like a younger child. Look, I feel like this is
what I.
Yeah. Sorry.
I've been told that she is probably stuck at the age where her dad died, like which was 19 or 20.
Yeah, no, right.
A little bit as a symptom.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that. I don't have time looking at her chart at the moment, but I do astrology charts. I just feel like that she takes one thing at a time, and I just feel like that. Look, there is a struggle that I feel with her, and I feel like it's like I don't know if she's blaming herself, but it's like it's not her fault. I feel like that. With the dad passing, I just feel like maybe she feels like a little bit like let down, and I feel like because he was her rock or was always there or big support for her, and I just feel like that she's going through a lot of it's her own stuff. I feel like with this partner, there were disagreements that just couldn't be fixed, and I feel like that there was a lot of things that were going on, or things I just feel like things missing, and I feel like maybe I don't know someone's story wasn't straight or it didn't make sense. And I just feel like that this was like a long time sort of coming. And I feel like that one person was really just trying to go along with it and go along with the plans, and the other person was dragging their feet and they've fought it off. But I just see with your daughter, it's like she's trying to climb over this wall. So I just feel like there is a struggle there with her, but I know she will bounce back. But I do feel like she has a bit of a temper. But I also feel like she's blaming other people.
Really, really easygoing. Oh, she blames herself.
Yeah, but I feel like she's blaming someone else as well.
Pardon?
I feel like she blames other people too. I see her blaming someone. But I just feel like that she's trying her best. This is only going to be, I don't feel like this is a long-term thing. I feel like part of her personality is a little bit fiery, but I just feel like that it's like she doesn't feel supported, or like a support. And I don't know. I just feel like though that I know she bounces back. I feel like at 35, I do feel like there's another wedding for her. So I do feel like she will get married, and I do see children for her as well. And I just feel like she's just trying to go through being at 30, you're going through a Saturn return. So something happens that hasn't happened before to you. And sometimes that can be a bit of a struggle in itself. So, but I just know she's going to bounce back. Well, I kind of feel like her with the father. I just kind of feel like he was her rock. So I just feel like he was a support for her when he was here, and a leaning on. So I just feel like with him not being here, it's like her rock or her support's sort of gone. Because I feel like she was more expressive and more able to talk to him. Because I just feel like he was the one that she could do that. That's a bond with them. And while like I feel his spirit and he's still with you and he's still with her, I feel like it's when we're living and it's hard. It's hard. So, but I feel like. And if I feel like with this breakup, I don't feel like that's linked with the dad. I think it's also linked with this relationship. I feel like there's a lot that's happened that maybe she hasn't told you or that hasn't gone on. I feel like there was, as I said, I feel like there's someone not telling the truth, or there's holes in the story. but I feel like it was a long time coming. Like someone was trying to keep pushing to get this wedding done, and the other person was sort of holding back, and then finally it's just sort of come to an end. But I keep on hearing 35, and I do see her going down the aisle. But as I said, with Mercury, when you're in astrology, when you have your Saturn return, which is around that 29, 30, sometimes 28, something happens that hasn't happened before to you, and it's like a big thing. So she's going through this transit at the moment, and I just feel like she's just trying to cope the best she can. I do feel like it would help for her to see someone that is a neutral ground, but I feel like she won't tell you a lot. I feel like with you, she keeps a lot in, and I also feel like she doesn't want to disappoint people. She doesn't want to disappoint anyone as well. What's her sun sign?
She's 1st of August. Oh, so Leo.
Oh, Leo, fiery. I feel fiery with her. I was going to say for fire. Well, Leo is, with Leo, they are ruled by the sun, so they need to be the center of attention. They have a bit of an ego, but they have also a big heart. They're very generous. They love their family.
Yeah.
So with her, and it's about stroking the ego. When you're looking at a Leo, you can't be negative to them, because as soon as you're being negative, they get very pouty and very moody and like a little child. So it's all about stroking the ego, being positive and building it up. Depending what else is there, I'd have to look at her chart. But if you just base on that sun sign, and she would see her dad as someone, who's also larger than life, who's very positive, who's very out there. So yeah. That's also would be part of it as well. When you're dealing, Leah's take things to heart.
Our house split down. Yeah, like our house split down, and she, like, he got airlifted and she got just shoved in an ambulance, and she was only like 18, 19, and sort of like just feel like maybe it's connected to that. That's what I thought it was connected.
Well, there's a lot bit on, but you know what? She's a fixed sign, so she's stubborn, and I feel like she's the one who needs to come up with the plans, and she's the one. It has to come from her, not from you. So with her, you're gonna have to plant the seed, but not indirectly suggest things to her, but try and plant the seeds so it comes up with her own ideas or things that you put to action. I feel like she's not going to listen to you if you were to just come out and tell her what you think that she needs. But
okay.
But I know, but I see her bouncing back. I do see her. She will be happy. I do see her bouncing back, but I do feel like she would be good for her to let's maybe talk to someone who's neutral as well. But
she's seen a psychologist.
Oh, that's good. That's good. And I feel like that will help her. But thank you for calling in today.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. So everybody, I hope you have a happy Friday. It was a happy Friday for me. And if you're in Sydney, come down to the MBS Festival at Darling Harbour. If you want to contact me for a reading, you can. My website is Lady D Psychic Parties. My Facebook is also Lady D Psychic Parties. My Instagram is Lady D Psychic. And my TikTok is Lady D Psychic. And same as my YouTube is Lady D Psychic as well. Thank you, and I'll see everyone back in my usual space next week.
Well, hello everyone. Happy Tuesday. Almost the middle of January already. Before we know it, it's going to be spring. I hope everyone's having a good day, and I'm here if anyone's interested in having a reading. And while we're waiting, everybody kind of knows your Asheville and international psychic evidential medium.